evening and welcome to Week 8 of the Iowa High School football season. I'm Trent Condon here with you on Prep Preview powered by Fairway. Glad to have you aboard as we get ready for kickoff of your matchups coming up here this evening. Before we get ready for those games, though, let's take a look back at what we saw in Week 7 of the high school season. Couple of games for you here on CISN. Couple of easy victories for the home teams as Dowling Catholic first get a nice victory against Ames. The Little Cyclones trying to fight their way into the playoffs, but Dowling Catholic had other ideas in this one as they pick up the victory 49-6. You can see that Maroon team continuing to build now 3 consecutive victories as they move above 500 now to 4-3 on the year. Ames still in a playoff spot currently at number 15. Top 16 teams advanced. We'll take a look at the RPI a little bit later on here on Prep Preview. The other one, Waukee gets their second win of the year as the Warriors get it done 33-11 against Council Bluffs' Abe Lincoln. Nice victory for them. And you can see Coach Baker's squad continuing to build. Of course, got that first victory a couple weeks back against Johnston. They continue to play good football, and it's a building process. It's going to take a little while. We saw the same thing happen, obviously, with the split up in Ankeny with the Ankeny Hawks and Ankeny Centennial. Takes a little while for the program left with different coaches, different ideals to get to that spot. But Coach Baker's done a really nice job with that squad, and they continue a look forward here to the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Some other scores from around the area in Class 5A last week. Ankeny an easy victory as they got the win against Des Moines North 56-7 was the final in that one. Des Moines East on the short side as they go and lose to Sioux City East at home 51-7. Urbandale, they just keep winning. The Jayhawks with another impressive victory and with it another great defensive performance as they win 56-6. That squad continues to maybe fly under the radar for some people. I've had an opportunity to see them earlier this year. Really impressed by that squad, Sam Anderson's team playing at a high level. Johnston bounced back and gets another victory as the Dragons win it 16-0 against Sioux City North. West Des Moines Valley, they were in a little bit of a tussle against Des Moines Lincoln. The Rail Splitters played well early in that game, jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. It was 14 apiece through the first quarter, but from there it was all Valley Tigers. A big 28-point second quarter from the Tigers, and they coast in with a 49-20 win against the Rail Splitters. Des Moines Roosevelt, tough loss for them as they try to get into the playoff positioning. They fall to Marshalltown 14-7, a big ding to their hopes. And this one felt like maybe one of the biggest matchups as it pertained to the 5A playoffs. It was Ankeny Centennial on the road against Waukee Northwest. Northwest wins it at home 17-6. The final there. Those are some of the scores from around the area. Another big one, Southeast Polk. They were in trouble for a while against Cedar Rapids Prairie. In fact, Prairie had a field goal opportunity to win that football game. It was no good as Southeast Polk gets the victory 21-20. Certainly going to be battle tested, though. We're going to continue to see that out of this Ram squad as we go to the final couple of weeks. When we come back, we're going to hear from the coaches of your matchup coming up here this evening on CISN TV. That's coming your way, and a fun night of football. It's Week 8 of the Iowa High School football season. Conversation with the coaches coming up next, presented by the Elite Eye Care Group. Big thank you to them. Their new storefront almost ready there right in the West Des Moines, Waukee spot. They're looking forward to that, and great people out there. We'll come back with that. Conversation with the coaches here. It's Prep Preview powered by Fairway. We're back with more in a moment.
We are ready. We've waited for this one for a long time. The anticipation, the excitement, the intensity. The teams are on the field looking to build on last week's success.
Construction doesn't need a play-by-play call, but it does need a team. Like the team at Graphite Construction Group. From concept to planning to building completion, our team is with you every step of the way. We've been building all over Iowa. Schools, offices, stadiums, critical services, and more. Talk with us. Tell us your vision, and you'll see and feel the difference of having the Graphite team with you every step, brick by brick, beam by beam, and play by play.
And the beam is up.
Mitch, this isn't a field goal.
You mean like it's a touchdown? Graphite Construction Group.
Graphite Construction Group. We build it better.
So, Russ, what do you do in the off-season?
Mitch, we don't have an off-season.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. And at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
If you plan to buy a franchise business or you're thinking of starting a new franchise, there's a lawyer right here in Central Iowa that can help you through the process. Rush Niggett of Brick Gentry Law PC has set up an affordable service to help individuals considering buying or starting a franchise business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Let Rush Niggett help you buy or start your franchise. Rush Niggett, the franchise lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. It's good to have Rush on your side. Welcome back to Prep Preview here on CISN TV. I'm Trent Condon and had an opportunity to talk earlier this week with Tom Wilson, the head coach of the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Dowling Catholic comes into this rivalry matchup 3 consecutive victories. It's Conversation with the Coach here, presented by Elite Eye Care. Welcome back to CISN pregame as we get ready for Dowling Catholic and West Des Moines Valley. And our Conversation with the Coaches series continues right now with Tom Wilson, the head coach of the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Coach, as always, good catching up with you as we get ready for a Week 8 matchup with Valley and Dowling. How different does that feel compared to where we normally get this game, having this late in the season?
Well, there's no question it's different. I think in previous years we've usually played anywhere from week 1 to week 4. And I'm not sure I like it in week 1, but 8 is definitely different. And it still feels the same, and it's a great rivalry, and anywhere you can put it is fine.
Your team comes in with a 3-game winning streak. And what have you seen the growth of your squad here over the last 3 weeks?
Well, it was, tough sledding to begin with, and against our schedule, and we were just outplayed there at the beginning of the year. And, I think we've matured some the last 3 games. I think some of it maybe a little bit competition wise too. But we feel like we've kind of settled in a little bit, and English and Cataldo have come in and done a nice job at the quarterback position, and obviously losing Jackson in week 1 in the first quarter was a blow, and we've had to adapt from there.
Jackson trying to get his way back onto the field without giving maybe anything away here, where he is kind of in that development as he tries to get back out there.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's been practicing this week. I think we'll just wait and see, how he feels and things like that, and before we get anything really going seriously. But we'll wait and see.
When you look at what you guys have done on the defensive side, you knew you're going to have a great defense this year. That certainly has showed up. What have you seen out of that group on the defensive side and keeping in all these ball games?
Well, our strength is really our defensive line, and Jay Campbell, who's now our defensive coordinator, has done a terrific job. I think he's done a great job utilizing his staff, and the most experience is really on that D line, really led by Pettis, and our linebackers have matured. Townsend is our leading tackler on the inside, and we've used several different kids in the back end. Part of that is injury. We lost Jared Rickey for a few weeks, and hopefully get him back this week. But that group has kept us in ball games and given us short fields when we needed it.
So as Jackson works his way back into the lineup, you've got some good things with both Cataldo and with Jake English. Jake's such an outstanding athlete. If Jackson's okay, he's good to go going forward. Is it something where you can find something to do with Jake, find a different position for him, maybe a package, just because he is such a high-level athlete?
Jake's been terrific. I can't say enough good things about him. And, baseball is probably his favorite sport, but he wanted to be part of the football program, and he's been an integral part of that program. So we'll find plenty for him to do. I think Cataldo as well. He's a great developmental prospect that I think is going to be a really good player. And so in the end, maybe it makes us stronger, but wasn't easy going through what we were going through. But those are the cards that were dealt, and we'll keep plugging away.
Tom, your teams year after year seem to just make those big leaps. And by the time you get to the end of the regular season, into the playoffs, you're playing your best football. How do you do that? As a coaching staff, what changes? What do you do just developing and hoping that by the time we get to November, Dowling Catholic is going to be at their highest level?
Well, I'd like to think it's consistency and fundamentals. And I think a lot of teams get caught up in the X's and O's and they focus on their opponents, and we like to focus on us. And, the game is still blocking and tackling, and no matter how you slice it. And we feel like we get better at that as the year goes on.
With that, special teams, always something in a game that looks to be a close one on paper. Where are you guys at overall? The kicking game, Diego's done a nice job for you guys now the last couple of years. Just looking at special teams, though, as a whole.
Very happy with Diego. He's done an excellent job, and John Cole has come on as of late. He hasn't had a ton of opportunities recently, which is a good thing, but we feel like that we may be hitting our stride there as well. I think we've maneuvered people around and feel like we've got people in the right spots, but you're right. It's huge this time of year, and will be going forward for us as well.
With the playoff structure, the current format with the RPI system, as we work our way down, you guys are currently number 13 in that. Do you like the RPI system as opposed to the old district system? Do you think we're getting close to at least maybe getting the 16 teams into the playoffs every year?
I think I'll let you know when it's all said and done. I think the goal is to get the best teams in the playoffs. And we can sit here and haggle about, schedules and who should play who and the philosophy behind all of that. But at the end of the day, you want the teams that deserve it and the best teams to be in the playoffs. And I think we'll see how the RPI shakes out. You've got us that, as you mentioned, sitting there at 13, you've got a Waukee Northwest that I think is a good football team that's hanging on by their playoff life, and they should be in the playoffs, and I think we should too. So we'll see how it sorts out.
Well, Coach, should be a fun one out there on the field on Friday night as we get ready for Dowling and Valley, yet another edition of this rivalry. What do you look at the rivalry aspect of it? The conversation, these are kids that grow up with each other, playing sports together before they get up to, the high school level and the like. Just what this rivalry means to you and the Dowling Catholic program.
Well, it's great to be a part of it. I'm obviously biased, and I don't think there's one that's any better in the state of Iowa. And I think you might be able to go beyond that a little ways, but it's two programs that I think have an awful lot of respect for each other. Both have played at a high level for a long time, and when you get a chance to play each other, it's special. And it's bragging rights for some of them for the rest of their lives. And I think both sides look at it that way. And we've always had the goal to play each other twice. Now it's different, as we mentioned earlier, from week 8 to maybe in the postseason. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But I just know it's a special rivalry against a respected opponent, and it'll be a pretty good deal for West Des Moines.
Tom, appreciate your time as always. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks, Trent.
Tom Wilson, the head coach of the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Conversation with the coach presented by Elite Eye Care. We'll be back in a moment. For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at eyedoctordesmoines.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Guys, are you looking for an excuse to watch football all weekend long? Then schedule your vasectomy with the Urology Center of Iowa. The Urology Center of Iowa offers nitrous during your vasectomy, cutting-edge technology to help you relax during your procedure. Make the call to 515-400-3550. That's 400-3550 or online at iowauro.com. Vasectomies with the Urology Center of Iowa. And tell them you heard it on KXNO.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Welcome back here as we are getting ready for a conversation with the coaches. Let's hear now from the head coach of the Valley Tigers. He is Gary Swenson as they continue to pile up victories. And let's go back first before we go forward here, Coach. And I want to take a look back. That victory against Lincoln, pretty even game early on. You guys pull away there, but take us back to what you saw from the guys from the South Side.
Well, I mean, they scored first, which seems to be our tradition this year. I'm not sure we've led in the first quarter in any game this year to start with, but they've got two good running backs, and we've just been struggling getting off the field defensively, and we expected them to be able to run the football, but not with the ease that they did early on. I think that, they run a wing T based misdirection offense, and it's hard to show your kids in practice what that's going to look like. But we adapted as the game went along, and, we were able pretty quickly to get a handle on the football game. And they didn't, I don't think at any point slow or stop us during the night. So, we scored a lot of points and took control of the game by midway through the second quarter.
It was 49-20, the final victory for you guys. You mentioned kind of a different look that Lincoln brings, the two good running backs that go along with it. But when you kind of look forward, what you guys saw out of the offense, putting a big point total up, and the way you guys have built from back in August to where you are offensively right now.
Well, we're getting better. I think we've had a little more continuity as of late in the offensive line. We've kind of settled on, who we need to get the ball to. And between our two running backs, Danny Rankins and Dion Hutch, and Mason is doing a good job at quarterback. Aiden Price has emerged into a playmaker. And then, anytime we get the ball to Eli Reardon, good things seem to happen. So I think we know what we are at this point. Now it's just a matter of, execution week to week and trying to stay away from turnovers. That's been better. I think our turnover ratio is improving, and we're becoming a pretty good offensive football team.
So it's Dowling Catholic this week, and of course the longtime rivalry. We're so used to this game being played early in the season. How different is it getting ready for a Week 8 matchup against the Maroons?
Yeah, it's a little different. I know some of the people that have been here are even longer than I have, and that's not very many, but this, it used to be the Week 9 game for a long time, and then since I've been here for years, we opened with them. And then, it fell somewhere in that first month of the season. So it's a little different, but it doesn't lessen anybody's enthusiasm for the game. And I think it's pretty clear both teams are going to be in the playoffs. Now it's just a matter of seeding and posturing and where we end up. So I don't know that the kids, when they play the game, are worried about that. They want to win just for pride and kind of bragging rights, for the next year. So it's always a big game.
With that, you mentioned the rankings and the RPI system that's in place now. You guys are currently number one in that. With it, bring a couple of home playoff game victories if you guys move on to the quarterfinals and then to the semifinals at the Dome. The importance of that, getting those games and being able, at least the opportunity to host those games at Valley Stadium. Conversation piece at all for the guys, or they probably know what's in front of them as well?
Yeah, we talk about just what it takes to get into the playoffs. And we try to explain to them about the RPI, but they're not into numbers at this point. But I think the RPI is a good thing. It rewards strength of schedule. That's what it's meant to do. And, without that, you would have some pretty competitive football teams that would get bumped every year. And I think the goal of the playoffs is to end up with the best 16 teams in 5A that get a chance to enter that quick tournament and, see who eventually shakes out as the best team.
What do you see when you look over at Coach Wilson's squad? Injury early in the season, their quarterback Smolik, and they've played a couple of different guys there. English, really good athlete. And then a Cataldo. Look at that, another Cataldo over at Dowling Catholic.
Well, we actually expect to see Smolik this week. I think he's coming back, and the other two kids have done a good job. They're just a good football team. I think people go, oh, they're 4-3. It must not be a typical Dowling team, but I would beg to differ after watching film of all their football games. They're really a good football team. I think their defensive line is maybe the best defensive line in the state. I think they have the best defensive lineman in the state, and I don't think it's even close. The Pettis kid is just dynamite. We haven't been able to block him the last 2 years, so we're hoping we can do a better job with him this year, but we know how disruptive he is. He's just a dynamic player, and they just have good players at every position like they always do. I mean, they don't have to have 4- and 5-star kids to be a really good football team. They just, and they're so well coached. We know the job their coaches do, and this will be a difficult game for us to win.
You know that Coach Wilson's team seemingly every year always get a lot better, and we kind of talked about the change in schedule here. Probably a different team than you would have saw in September, but also knowing that's their possibility. We could see this one again in the playoffs, be it at Valley Stadium or maybe even at the Unidome. Does that add an extra layer of preparation and saying maybe we don't want to show everything, or is it just going out and trying to win the football game?
Oh God, no. We just want to win Friday. We'll do whatever. Trust me when I say we don't hide things from anybody. If we put something in, we're going to run it. And we haven't been saving anything, and we won't be saving anything in this football game. If you want to draw something up for me on a whiteboard right now that'll work, we will use it. Trust me. Anything that we can put out there that's going to help us win this game, we'll use it.
You don't want to put me on the whiteboard. That would be a bad finish for the Tigers coming up this week if that was the case. So it's Dowling, then it's Roosevelt, and then on to the playoffs from there. We talk about the structure, the RPI system that's in place. You guys are number one in that metric and getting the 16 best teams in the playoffs. Do you think we're closer than ever kind of getting to that spot for the 5A level of getting the best teams in with the structure we have?
It's so much better today than it was. For years, we would hit Dowling early in the playoffs. And until 2 years ago, we had no chance of ever meeting a team like that if we got to the semis or ultimately to the championship game. And when we met in the finals 2 years ago, I think everybody did at least admit that we got the two best teams there. And that's what we've been trying to do for years. There were a lot of years I thought that the top 3 or 4 best teams were on this side of the state, but we couldn't all get there. It just wasn't in the playoff setup at that time, but now it is. And I think that's been a real positive thing for high school football.
Well, Coach, looking forward to it on Friday night. Should be a fun one. Dowling Catholic and Valley, just a great rivalry, the component that's so much fun to see. And best of luck to your squad this Friday night.
Thanks, Trent.
Gary Swenson, the head coach of the Tigers here. It's Conversation with the Coach, presented by Elite Eye Care. We'll be back in a moment. For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at eyedoctordesmoines.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Trent Condon back with you one final time here. It's Prep Preview on CISN TV. As we get ready for the matchups here tonight, we got 3 of them for you on CISN TV. I'll be on the call. Looking forward to the Dowling Catholic Maroons and the Valley Tigers colliding and doing it late in the season. Of course, we've seen playoff matchups in the past, but in the regular season, not the case, at least in recent history. These two teams doing battle tonight here in Week 8. Take a look at Valley. They continue to play great football, and the building blocks that have been there, starting with Mason Morrow, a guy that last year was thrust into the quarterback spot. He came in after Jake Rubley was ruled ineligible by the association. He came in, went from playing defense a year ago over the quarterback spot. There were some growing pains, but you continue to see his development. A big play quarterback. He can move around. He can make plays with his feet, and he's making plays with his arm. Good receivers there, and that running game has really built up. But that offense is going to be maybe one of their most difficult challenges of the year tonight against this Dowling Catholic defense, and especially what they are up front. You heard earlier Gary Swenson talking about the matchup here and just how difficult it's been for them to block that defensive line the last couple of years from the Maroons. A huge matchup there. Valley offensive line against the defensive line of Dowling Catholic, and very well could be the determining factor of what happens there in that matchup. Another compelling one also happening this evening, Ankeny Centennial in their matchup. Coach Pizzetti, tough one last night for the co-head coaches with both Ryan and Jerry as they take the loss to Waukee Northwest. They know now that they got to find a way to pile up some victories. They're number 14 in the RPI system right now. They need to find a way to get a victory in the win column, but to do it against Southeast Polk, always incredibly difficult. Xavier Wampa has come back, playing well after the injury. They're still trying to find their footing now with the running game, with the injury to Titus Christensen. Going to be a lot about the quarterback, and I think more and more going to be relied on Jackson Daly, what he can do for Southeast Polk. Not only that, you have the rivalry component here, and though it has changed compared to what it was when there was just one Ankeny school and the rivalry was Southeast Polk, this is still a big matchup, and this one still certainly matters to both sides, Southeast Polk and Ankeny Centennial in our second matchup. Finally, it is Waukee Northwest, another team that is firmly in the playoffs, but another victory here would solidify things against Ankeny. The Hawks come in at number 6 in the RPI system, number 11 for Waukee Northwest. Good one on the field, and I think a good one on paper too, when you look at how even both these teams are. J.J. Cole continues to build at the quarterback spot for Ankeny. They've been able to put some offense up, but the defense maybe showing some cracks here. Certainly a concern when you look forward for Ankeny and trying to right the ship there with the defensive effort. Again, 3 games here for you tonight on CISN. Should be a lot of fun, and you can bounce around, kind of make your own red zone channel going your way through the 3 great matchups that we have for you this evening. That's not all, though. Lots of other good matchups to keep an eye on. Let's start first in Class 4A. Looking forward to this. Bondurant Farrar, one of the surprises here in the state. They are undefeated 7-0. They take on Norwalk at the 4A level. Both those teams will be in the playoffs, no doubt, but some positioning there and maybe home field advantage for a first or even second round matchup that'll be happening at 4A. Class 5A tonight, other matchups around the area. Up in Ames, Des Moines Lincoln, who holds a playoff spot, the final one right now at number 16. They take on the Little Cyclones, who are number 15. A win for both of these teams probably puts them in the playoffs. A loss, going to leave work to do for both of that one. Should be a fun one up in Ames tonight. Other matchups here from around the area. It'll be Des Moines Roosevelt. They will welcome in Sioux City East, a very talented East squad, and a big matchup for Roosevelt, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive as they come in at number 18. Other matchups, Waukee, they go on the road to take on Urbandale. Jayhawks continue to play at a high level this season as they come in at number 4 in the rankings. Johnston, they'll go on the road over to Cedar Rapids Kennedy, a good Kennedy squad for the Dragons, and some of the other local matchups here that we'll be keeping our eye on this evening. I mentioned the RPI. Let's take a look at it here. The number 1 team in the RPI system. This is composed of the schedule and the wins that you have this year. Valley is number 1, followed by Southeast Polk, then the east side of the state with Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Kennedy, the only remaining undefeated team at 7-0 in Class 5A. But you look at their opponent's schedule record, that's the reason that both Valley and Southeast Polk are above them. Back to the local front, Urbandale at number 4, followed by Cedar Rapids Prairie 5. A tie at the 6th spot with Linn-Mar and Ankeny. Then it's Iowa City City High at 8, Cedar Falls at 9, Pleasant Valley 10, followed by the local front. Waukee Northwest at number 11, Dowling Catholic checks in at 13, Centennial 14, Ames 15, and Lincoln at 16. Talked about Johnston, a chance for them to get a victory. Be a tough spot against that Kennedy team that is undefeated, but boy, what a boost that would be for the Dragons. They're 1 spot out of the playoffs right now at number 17. Roosevelt also at number 18, and Waukee down at number 24, trying to keep hope alive. That's a look at the RPI as we have just 2 weeks to go here at the highest levels. Also a change this year with the new structure of the format. 5A, the biggest class, 16 teams will advance. The same in classes 4A and 3A, but the lower classes from 8-player all the way through 2A, this is their final week of the regular season. Week 9, if you will, that will be the opening round of the playoffs. 32 teams will advance in each of those classes, and the teams that weren't able, that didn't qualify for the playoffs, they can still schedule the final game, their 9th of the season, against another team that didn't make the playoffs. Format a little bit different. Everybody gets an opportunity to play 9 games, just a different way of doing it and giving more opportunities for the lower classes that have more teams to get into the playoffs. That's the structure we play with here in 2021. Should be a fun night of football. Glad to have you aboard with us. Join myself, Trent Condon, as we bring you the call tonight. It is the old rivalry renewed once again. Valley and Dowling coming your way next on CISN TV.
Game. I did, and I grew up across the street from a Coach Lee Crawford, and so I went to a lot of these games when I was a kid, and then always dreamed I could someday play in them, and had a chance to play in a few, and won some and lost some, so it's been a special rivalry for a long time, and like you said, with the chill in the air in October tonight, it just adds a little new element to it.
Well, a season ago, of course, these teams played in the regular season. They were scheduled to play in the playoffs, but it was a different year a year ago. COVID derailed the season for the Valley Tigers, and get a guess it's going to be a little more motivation because Valley had started to play their best football of the season at the end of the year. talking to a lot of people involved in the program. They felt like they had a shot of knocking off the Maroons. Didn't get that opportunity. They'll get the chance here tonight.
Yeah, they had a slow start, but they came on strong at the end of the year last year, and they were looking like one of the best teams in the state for sure. So it's a shame that they weren't able to play.
Well, John, as we look at this year's squad, a little bit of a change here for Dowling Catholic. Of course, their starter at the quarterback position before the season, Jackson Smolik, he went down with the collarbone injury. He is in the starting lineup here tonight, and a very high-level talent junior that can really sling the football.
Yeah, he's a great athlete, does some great things on the field, can throw it, can move. It's going to be a little bit like a preseason game for him here because he hasn't had a lot of experience, so I'm sure he's got some butterflies, and I'm sure he's going to try to, make big plays, and hopefully, he doesn't try to play beyond himself.
With that, the other quarterback here, Mason Morrow, he was thrust into duty a year ago after Jake Rubley was ruled ineligible. He was playing defense, and Coach Wenson had to say, I'm sorry, we need you back at quarterback now. Boy, the development he's made from a year ago to what he is, he's playing at a high level for the Tigers.
Yeah, multi-sport athlete, good at basketball, good at baseball, a smart kid. He's an Ivy League type kid, so it's fun to watch him play too.
We're going to take a time out here, come back, get ready for kickoff. Dowling and Valley, it's the Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 FM and our video stream on CISN.TV. Stay right there. We'll be back with more in a moment. Guys, are you looking for an excuse to watch football all weekend? Print materials your business needs to succeed. Whether it's business cards, flyers, business forms. That's 400-3550 or online at iowauro.com. Vasectomies with the Urology Center of Iowa, and tell them you heard it on KXNO.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicles instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado, $1,500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
$400-3550. That's $400-3550 or online at iowauro.com. Vasectomies with the Urology Center of Iowa, and tell them you heard it on KXNO.
Let's go! The Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 The Bull is brought to you by Graphite Construction Group, the Urology Center of Iowa, and by the Norwalk Shop.
Trent Condon alongside John Michelson, back with you at Valley Stadium as we count down to kickoff. The Tigers and the Dowling Catholic Maroons here as we get ready for it. Comes in with a sterling 6-1 record. Valley lost in week 2 and since then have repped off 5 consecutive victories, including a couple of weeks ago as they knocked off previously number 1 Ankeny in that matchup. Dowling Catholic, it was a slow start for the Maroons. They come in at 4-3, but winners of 3 in a row, including beating Johnston 38-3, Ames 49-6, and before that, Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln 58-7. Valley, Dowling, John, we talked about it. It means a whole lot here. Let's talk about what you anticipate we're going to see tonight. Let's start with Dowling Catholic. Keys to victory here as they get their quarterback back in Jackson Smolik.
Yeah, so I think Jackson needs to not try to play beyond himself. He's going to be rusty. We know he's going to be fired up. He's going to be trying to do things and make plays to make up for several games off. But if he plays within himself and doesn't turn the ball over, that's going to help Dowling significantly.
For the Tigers, the running game has been very good. That defense that had some issues early in the year. Coach Swenson told me, one starter back, that's going to be the case. For the Tigers to pull it off, what do you think the key to the victory is for Valley?
It's a rivalry game, right? And so in 5A right now, everyone can beat everyone, it seems like, and everyone has beat everyone. And so they also need to play within themselves, play sound fundamental football and tough defense, and I think they can pull it out.
One thing that I talked about earlier the last couple of years is now it's 2 straight victories, actually 3 overall with the forfeit victory last year for Dowling. And one of the things Coach Swenson mentioned to me was they got to find a way to slow them down up front. That defensive line has just wreaked havoc against the offensive line for Valley. And you know it as a defensive lineman, just that pressure. You have a good defensive line, it feels like you're going to have a shot game in and game out.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball, up front sets the tempo for sure. And Dowling's defensive line can be very, very disruptive if you let them make plays. And so Valley's going to need to hold them in check in order to move the ball.
It is Jake Allen up front, the defensive line. Let's take a look at the defensive starters for the Valley Tigers. He's joined by Surreal Fountain, Ryan Kennan, and Ramaz Naba, the young sophomore. He's played at a high level, 6'2", 300 pounds. Drew Henderson, the lone returning starter from a year ago, gets a spot at the linebacker position. Jay Moore, who made the big play in week 1 in the double overtime win against Waukee Northwest. And Caden Hutch, 5'6", 175-pound senior, the starting linebackers. The defensive backfield is Kane Lindstrom, Nelson Kavanaugh, Chase Hutchinson, Max Barr, and Drew Supple for the Tigers. Offensively, the quarterback will be Mason Morrow, the running back Danny Rankins, all wide receivers Reed Schilb, Cade Grevengood, Aiden Price, and the tight end Eli Reardon. Offensive line starting in the middle with the center Hank Lucas, Brevin Ayers, Bradley Benz at the tackle spot, along with Spencer George and Owen Westermeyer, your starting lineup for the Valley Tigers. On the other side for the Dowling Catholic Maroons, they will go like this, starting with the defense up front, and that outstanding defensive line led by Jalen Pettis, who leads the team with 5 sacks this year. He's joined up front with Cody Hikas, Chase Patton, and Owen Weber. Your cornerbacks are Joe Reed and Jake Anderson, and part of the safeties and linebackers, Kellen Sheeman, Adam Townsend, Joe Hughes, Noah Seamer, and back in the middle playing center field, Blake Anderson. Your starting offensive line for the Dowling Catholic Maroons, left to right, Kyle Rakers, Cade Batterton, Ryan Bagenstas, Gabe Carey, and George Nahas. Your starting quarterback, Jackson Smolik. The running back is Cameron Middleton. Out wide, Carson Brown on one side, Cooper Nelson on the other, and a outstanding tight end also on the other side with Jalen Thompson. Couple of connections there at the collegiate level. Rod Thompson said Jalen, he's playing well, and of course the rare name, they've been all over the Midwest playing good football, and Eli getting ready to play at Notre Dame. As we see here on the video feed, some of the youngsters, part of the Valley Youth Program, get a chance to run out on the field. How cool is that got to be?
They're ready to play. I think you get those guys some pads, and they'll lay some hits on some folks.
Out there having a good time, a chance to run on the field. And this game, the importance of it, the build-up, it just feels different, though, this year. You know, we've seen this matchup now in recent history during the playoffs, but there's something about a Week 8 regular season matchup in a rivalry game that it just has such a different feel than what I'm used to, at least for Valley Dowling.
It does, and when Dowling went on that incredible run when they won 7 straight titles, they won 87-6 over that time period, and 3 out of their 6 losses were against Valley. So even when one team is winning state championships consistently, this game sort of sets the tone for the rest of the season, so it'll be fun to watch.
We're going to take a timeout here as Dowling Catholic takes the field. Also get a look here as the Tigers get out. Dowling Catholic in their all-white ensemble. All-white ensemble with the white helmets, the white jerseys, and the white pants. Valley in their traditional home uniforms with the white helmets, the black jerseys, and the white pants. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with the kickoff when we come back. When we come back on the other side, it's kickoff with Valley and Dowling here on 96.9 The Bull and video streaming at CISN TV.
Know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicles instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado 1500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back once again, Valley Stadium, moments away from kickoff as the Tigers come onto the field and have their huddle at the logo of the Valley Tigers alongside my partner here this evening, John Michelson. I'm Trent Condon. The build-up, the anticipation, ready to go. Rivalry games, though, John, is that something that coaching staffs need to talk about, almost not getting too amped up right away?
Yeah, exactly. You try to frame it as one game at a time, and you try to prepare for each opponent the same. That's a lot easier to say than to do, and these kids all know how special this game is. They've grown up playing baseball and basketball against each other, and now they're going to get a chance to play, some of them their last time as seniors, against each other in the football field.
A little bit of a breeze here tonight coming out of the north, going left to right across your radio dial and your video stream. Here with you on CISN TV as the captains make their way out to midfield, getting the opening coin toss and see who will get the football to start things out. The captains out there from both sides going through the preliminary conversation. Now, a little bit of a change as they actually do this official coin flip about 15 minutes before the game. This is all ceremonial out there. This has already happened, but I'll be honest, I didn't see it. So it's going to be news to me and news to everybody out there watching and listening along with it. A little bit of a win. Two good kickers also in this game. And it will be to start things out.
I think the student sections are ready. It looks like Valley's got neon colors on, and the Dowling section's all dressed in white, and they're fired up, aren't they?
They absolutely are. Valley won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Dowling Catholic will take the football, and they'll get the first opportunity, and it'll be our first look at Jackson Smolik, the junior quarterback who was lost with a collarbone injury early in the season. Had Jake English out there. He played quarterback for a while. Really good athlete. Not the quarterback, certainly, that Smolik has. And also young Cataldo also out there. There's a name I think a lot of Dowling Catholic people certainly will remember. Well, everybody in West Des Moines will remember that name. A lot of them that have come through the system throughout the years. As it'll be Stein to tee it up for the Tigers. Dawson Stein, a junior, 41 kickoffs this year. 32 of them have gone for a touchback. He handles both the place kicking and the punting duties for the Tigers as he'll tee things up. Back deep to receive for Dowling Catholic. Couple of returners back there. Carson Brown, he's been the big play returner. 4 returns this year for 148 yards, averaging 37 yards per return. As they stand at the 2-yard line, ball in the air and into the end zone. A touchback is how we get started here. Into the waiting hands of the second back there and the backup running back, C.J. Phillip, who's played really well this year. Him and Middleton, a real good 1-2 punch for the Maroons. Offense trots out there, and the offensive line's ready to go. Here comes the offense. And making sure it is Jackson Smolik, and there he is, making his way out. His first appearance, and since way back early on in the season, as he comes back off the broken collarbone. 2 receivers on each side of the formation for the Maroons. And Middleton in the backfield. Smolik's going to throw complete out to the left side. Short gain, pickup of 3.
Oh, he
Good
got that
swarming
ball
defense.
out quick, didn't he? Wow, he looks like he's in midseason form. That was a great throw.
Gets it out quick. Nice completion out there as he was able to find his wide receiver. One of the backs out there, and a completion 4-3 to backup tight end Drew Wingett. 6'4", 215 pounds. 3 receivers right, 1 left here on 2nd down and 8. They'll go to the run game and covered up for a moment, but bursting through is Middleton, spins out near the first down sticks.
He was stuck in the backfield there for about a 3-yard loss and broke, I think, 2 or 3 tackles to have a nice gain and get the first down.
Drew Henderson had a hold of him, but wasn't able to wrap him down, and hard running from Cameron Middleton. 5'11", 200-pound senior. And that's enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Dowling Catholic as they open the football game up with the ball. Tight formation this time, back to the ground game again. Looking to the right side and falling forward for a couple is Middleton. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Looks like Valley brought some pressure there from the left side, and the blitzer overran the running back a little bit there, created a gap, and he was able to get 3 yards.
2nd down, and they'll call it 8, mark it at the 32-yard line. Middleton running hard there, and looked like maybe he was going to try to bounce that one up, but the swarming Tiger defense held him to 2. 2nd and 8 from the 32, 90 seconds into this one. Opening quarter, no score, Valley and Dowling. Bring a man across the formation. That's Carson Brown, the big play receiver. They look out and complete. First down and more. Out to the 44-yard line. A pickup at 12. And another first down for Smolik and the Maroons.
Well, if he's nervous, he's not showing it. He's picking up his reads well. He's throwing good, crisp throws, and he's throwing it quickly, too.
Getting it out quick and not getting that defensive line for the Tigers any chance to get towards him. 1st and 10 from the Maroon 44-yard line. Tight formation again, 2 receivers left, a couple of backs in the backfield out of it's like pistol type formation here, not a full shotgun. He's got the fullback back with him along with the halfback Middleton. Play clock down to 5 as they put a man in motion. That's Middleton swinging out to the left, and they're going to hand it off to the fullback up the middle. Good hole out there near midfield, pushing forward into Valley territory. A pickup of 7 on the play.
Boy, he runs hard, doesn't he? He just keeps those legs moving, and guys try to bring him down, but he picks up another 1 or 2 or 3 yards even after contact.
Kale Goshener, the fullback, helping out there, and he gets the nice gainer out to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 3. Chance to open up the playbook here. The Maroons want to take a shot. Brown's lined up to the left, 2 receivers right. The gun. They'll go back to the running game, left side, skipping through, fighting forward, and near a first down for C.J. Phillip, the sophomore running back.
C.J. Phillip carries the ball for the Maroons.
Well, the Tigers are going to have to do something here to stop the momentum. Right now, Dowling's moving the ball sort of however they want to do it. So the Tigers are going to have to do a stunt, do a blitz, something to throw off Dowling's rhythm.
Phillip leads the team in yards on the ground this year with 373, just ahead of Middleton, who has 341 coming in. They'll go 5 wide here on 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Smolik looks to his left, throws it out complete. Breaking through a tackle out near the 35. Good hard physical run there out of the receiver, Cooper Nicholson.
Yeah, and it looks like he had a pretty big cushion there. Was sort of spotting 7 yards, the defensive back for Valley was. So I don't know if they're going to have to play press because that's about the 3rd throw just like that Dowling's completed here.
And that was actually Cataldo on the throw who came in, played a little bit here lately, and alternating quarterbacks here in the opening drive for Tom Wilson's Dowling Catholic Maroons. Smolik now back in there out of the gun. 1st and 10. He'll hand it off left side, bouncing out. Gets the corner and pushed out at the 32-yard line. Again, that's C.J. Phillip on the carry. Offensive line doing real nice work up front for the Maroons.
Yeah, that's traditionally a strength. That starts literally in junior football. Dowling prides itself on line play, especially on the offensive side.
And Smolik's going to check back out, so it'll be back into the game Dante Cataldo, the sophomore quarterback. Limited action this year, but he has been outstanding. 10 of 12 with 3 touchdown passes, 124 yards through the air. We're going to get a timeout on the field. 8:16 to play, first quarter, no score. Valley and Dowling will be back with them here in a moment on 96.9 The Bull and video streaming at CISN.TV.
Mail-in marketing is the teammate your small business needs. Locally owned and located in Urbandale, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing can help your small business create the high-quality print materials your business needs to succeed. Whether it's business cards, flyers, business forms, letterhead, calendars, or a mail piece to attract new customers, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing is ready to go to work for you today. Save by working with the local small business that will go the extra mile to get you what you need. Global Direct Mail-in Marketing. Call Craig at 515-282-3000 and get your next project started today.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
And the ball comes out, turnover, the Tigers have it, going the other way. Henderson gets the football. What a turn of events. The timeout used there, and Dowling turns it over right afterwards. Big play, Drew Henderson, another multi-sport athlete for the Tigers. As we see the replay here, just sitting right in the middle there of the defense and gets the pick.
Yeah, when I talked about breaking the rhythm, that's exactly what they needed. Looks like he dropped back into coverage there. Coach Rebarger must have dialed that up during the timeout, and it was a classic bend but not break defensive series there.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Valley with good position on their side of the field. And they will come out with Mason Morrow and company, put a man in motion. That's Reardon. They'll pitch it to him, trying to get the edge, and he's going to be wrapped up for a big loss. Defense right there for the Maroons, and on the tackle, Jalen Pettis. Imagine that.
Yeah, Valley's lucky that wasn't a fumble, because Pettis was there right as that ball was handed off, and that could have been a pickup for a score.
See Reardon coming back in motion here. Actually, there's a pass on the forward pass of Pettis right there, and that's a guy they have not been able to block the last couple of years. He gets a tackle for loss, a loss of 10, 2nd and 20. We'll go back to the ground game, this time bouncing it out to the left, breaking through his Rankins, and he picks up 8. Gets a lot of that yardage back there, and that 1-2 punch for the Tigers, much like we talked about with Dowling. 2 good running backs, and John, it feels like you have to have that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, these guys run so hard. You just watch how quick they are, how fast they are, how much they play through contact, and got to have a couple guys to give each other a rest.
It'll be 3rd down and 11 after the 9-yard gain for Rankins. Danny Rankins Jr. wears number 9. You also see a lot of Dion Hutch, who wears number 8. Trip receivers out to the right, single receiver left for Mason Morrow. On 3rd down and 11. Takes the shotgun snap, looks out to his right, good pocket. He's got a man out there. It's Reardon, complete to the 40, 37-yard line. A pickup of 25 on the play. Beautiful throw as they went up top there. And boy, Morrow really chucked that one out there beautifully.
You know, he had a lot of time there. He had a nice pocket, was able to sit there, go through his reads. I don't think that was his first target, and found one in the soft spot and got a nice completion.
That was Reed Schilb on the reception there, not Reardon. Reardon was back underneath. Caught my eyes.
He was
and
the decoy.
Schilb, yes, was the one running that flag, and a beautiful one for the first down to Dowling's 36-yard line. Play action pass across the middle, up the middle, complete, breaks the tackle to 10, the 5, ball comes out, ball is loose, and it's going to be a mad scramble for the ball after a pickup of 31 yards. Trying to fight for the goal line. He loses the football, and Dowling Catholic has it. Boy, back and forth turn of events here with the turnovers.
Yeah, both offenses looked relatively unstoppable until they stopped themselves, and that was going to be a touchdown or going to be on the 1 or 2 yard line. And, classic rivalry game. Strange things happen, and here we go. Dowling's got the ball.
Joe Reed gets the forced fumble there, got his hand in there and punched it out. and never giving up on the play. Something to be said about that one. Dowling will get the football back at their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10. After an interception on one side, a fumble on the other. We're scoreless with 6:47 to play in the first quarter. Back to the ground game again, nothing doing. Up the middle, Valley defense holds tight. Nava in there with the tackle. Ramirez Nava, how about a sophomore? 6'2", 300 pounds. He plugs things up.
Wow.
Very athletic, too, for a big guy. He can move up there, and he clogged things up the middle. Good defensive front for the Tigers to pick up a yard on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 9 with the clock in. 6:17 to play in the first. Back to the 5-receiver look for the Maroons. Smollett, good pocket, looks across the middle, has got a man bit behind him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like he was open there, and maybe that ball was just slightly behind him, and he wasn't able to draw it in. Lucky it wasn't picked, because he tipped it a little bit. And sometimes when you see the balls tipped like that, those defensive backs love to run up there and jump on them.
So it makes it 3rd down and 9. 6:08 left, first quarter. Scoreless, Valley and Dowling. Glad to have you aboard with us here tonight. John Michelson, Trent Condon from Valley Stadium. Smollett, pressure comes, steps up, eludes the first rush, but the second rush is right there. Brings him down, and again, Drew Henderson with another play. Now he's got an interception and a sack. Pretty good start for the senior.
Absolutely. Jackson was lucky to get out of the end zone there. There was traffic there, and could have been a safety.
Now it'll be a difficult spot to punt this one away, as John Cole will come in trying to get it out. He'll have his heels backed up right near that back line of the end zone.
Valley's going to have nice field position here, and hopefully they get a clean return.
A little bit high on the snap, and Baby deflected, not much on that one. Hits near the 20-yard line, goes out of bounds. They're going to walk forward the official all the way to the 12-yard line, just a 7-yard punt.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a crowd there. Someone might have got a hand on it.
Good pressure there. Mentioned the snap just a little bit high, and normally you get that 15 yards on a punt. Didn't certainly have that as they were backed up inside the 5, and it'll be great field position now for Valley, trying to get our first score of the night with 5:24 left in the first quarter.
Well, here's going to be a big test for Dowling's defense. In the red zone already, 1st down, and if they can hold them to a field goal here, I think they'll call that a win.
2 receivers right, single receiver left for Mason Morrow and the Valley Tiger offense. Reardon swings over to the right side of the formation, the tight end, and they're going to look to throw. Throws it a little bit low, complete, breaks the tackle to the end zone, touchdown Tigers! Cade Grevengood breaks the tackle, and the Tigers strike first on the 12-yard touchdown pass.
You know, he went down to get that ball. I think that was a little low, and he caught it right at his feet and broke a tackle. What an athletic play. I think it might have been Aiden Price.
It was Aiden Price, who has really turned into a big receiver for them. Price, who backup quarterback, he's thrown it a couple of times for the Tigers and showing what he can do as a wide receiver as well. Had the game winner against Ankeny a couple of weeks ago, and the touchdown there, a 12-yarder. A kick on its way from Stein. It is good. 7-up the Tigers with the lead over Dowling Catholic. 5:17 to play here in the first quarter as we come back. High school football continues in a moment.
Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicle's instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado, $1,500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
The Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 The Bull is brought to you by Rush Niggett of Brick Gentry Law PC, the rookie sport. sports cards.
Trent got it alongside John Michelson. Back with you as we play in the first quarter. 5:17 to play. Valley a 7-0 lead after the kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback, and went right to work again, getting Morrow and found another one of his fine receivers there, and Price on the touchdown.
Yeah, it didn't take him long. Here's a chance for Dowling to respond, show some leadership, and come back and score right away.
They'll start from their 20-yard line with the offense on the field. Two receivers right. Brown comes out to the left side of the formation, out of the shotgun. Smolik hands it off in the middle, breaking through is Phillip, still spinning forward, and he picks up 9 on the play. Hard charge run again, up the gut for the Maroons.
Yeah, Dowling's got to keep it set up here. They drove, had a nice drive the first drive, and then an untimely interception, and then we're pinned back in the end zone. So can't get frustrated and just keep playing like they're doing.
Inside of 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're going to get a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 7-0 Valley with the lead. 4:48 to play when we come back on 96.9 The Bull and video streaming CISN TV.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Right out of the timeout, a big play for Dowling Catholic. Handed off, and Phillip able to get a big gain again. Picks up 21 out to the 47-yard line, and he is running hard as we see the replay here on CISN TV.
Yeah, the Valley secondary is they're having to step up and make some tackles against a couple of hard running backs here.
7-0 Valley with the lead over Dowling Catholic playing in the first quarter. Maroons with the football for the third time as Brown comes over to the left side of the formation from the shotgun. They'll hand it off. Phillip right side, and he is hit right away at the line of scrimmage. Good seal on the outside there from the outside backer. Tackle for Caden Hutch, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, if you could see what Valley did there, they kept outside contained, and then they had 3 or 4 guys pursuing to the ball, and so it didn't allow him to break a tackle and get to the second level. I think that's what Valley's going to have to do here for the rest of the game.
Hutch, one of the shortest linebackers you'll see at the 5A level, 5'6", 175, but he is fundamentally sound and he can lay a lick.
Yeah, plays with a lot of heart.
2nd down and 9 after the pickup of a yard. Brown comes back in motion again to the left side of the formation, lined up tight there. They'll hand it off. Phillip trying to find some room. No, that's Middleton. He's breaking through and push forward to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Maroons. Seems like those holes right up the middle, the 1 and 2, 3 and 4 holes, that's where the most success has been up the middle in the running game for the Dowling Catholic squad to this point.
Yeah, Valley's subbing some D linemen, so I don't know if they're in a kind of a short yardage look here. Yeah, it looks like they've got several in the box.
And it'll be a pitch play, getting to Brown on the outside, on the reverse, slips down, and he has lost. A flag comes in on the play. They went to the Wildcat there, pitched it to Brown on the reverse, coming on the end around, but he slipped down trying to cut upfield.
Yeah, they had me fooled. I thought they were going to go right up the middle to get the first down, so they're trying to catch Valley off their feet too. If we're going to have a face mask maybe.
Let's check on the flag, looking down at the field. Official having a long look, it looks like. Asking Coach Swenson what he wants to do.
He must be on.
So you either have a 4th and 2 or a 3rd and long. They are in plus territory in the Valley side if they would have accepted the penalty. So instead, they're going to move them back, and it'll make it third down. Looks to be about 15 as they put the spot down at the 41-yard line now of Dowling. Need to get to the 43-yard line of the Tigers for the first.
Empty backfield.
5 receivers looking out to the left. Smolik's going to roll out that way. Going to take a shot. Throws it low and wide, out of bounds. No chance on that one. Fourth down, and good decision there for Coach Swenson. There's a reason that he's won a whole heck of a lot more games than you and I. Knows what he's doing, pushed him back, and now maybe a little better field position will come with it.
Yeah, Valley's had a short field all night. It's certainly going to help them.
Back deep on the punt return for the Tigers, Chase Hutchinson and Cade Grevengood. As the punt unit comes out once again with Cole.
Chase Hutchinson and Cade Grevengood each to receive for the Tigers.
Right-footed punter had one deflected. Looked like his last time. Now they're a bit high on the punt. Able to get this one away in a beauty. Tries Grevengood back to the 20-yard line. Grevengood through the first wave. Ball comes out again. It's loose on the ground. Dowling Catholic says they have it, and they do. The second fumble of the night from the Tigers, and Dowling going to have great field position on this one.
Well, I tell you what, that ball was in the air for several seconds. It was right into the wind. Great punt, great coverage from Dowling. And here we go. It's a rivalry game. Another turnover.
And looked like the forced fumble came in there from, I think that was number 7, Blake Anderson, who forced the fumble on the special teams. And now Dowling, after having to punt it away, gets it back at the 24-yard line of Valley.
Yeah, he's a senior. He plays with a lot of heart. Multi-sport athlete. Came up with a big play.
2 receivers left, 1 right for Jackson Smolik and the offense. They're going to go to the air, looking and finding his receiver out near the 20-yard line. A pickup before as he found Carson Brown. Brown, the leading receiver this year for the Dowling Catholic Maroons, coming into action here tonight. Had 23 grabs for 359, 5 touchdowns.
Well, now Dowling's got the short field, so we'll see what they can do with it, kind of flipping back and forth.
Just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Tigers hold on to a 7-0 lead. Dowling on the move. They're going to go with the sweep out to the right side, but brought down. Cataldo came back in at that quarterback spot, adds an extra element with his running ability, but the sophomore brought down.
Yeah, that was a nice play to string that out on Valley's line there.
Third down and 5 now for the Maroons from the Valley 19-yard line. Smolik will come back in at quarterback. Brown lined up to the right, 2 receivers left. And Phillip in the backfield with the junior quarterback back off of a collarbone injury for the Maroons. Bring Brown tight back to the left side of the formation. They get it out his way, incomplete. A little bit low on the throw. When Carson probably feels like he should have brought in. Wouldn't have been good enough, though, for a first down unless he was breaking a tackle. Now it's 4th down and 5 in decision time. You go to the kicking game here, try to get some points on the board. And it looks like that's what they're going to do with Diego Leon, the longtime field goal kicker now for the Maroons.
Yeah, Coach Wilson had a choice to make. I think it was a good one. It looks like 5-6 yards, and they really didn't do anything on that drive. So get some points on the board and go play defense.
They're going to spot this one down at the 26-yard line, a 36-yard field goal attempt for Diego. Perfect 5 for 5 this year in field goal attempts. High snap goes back to Leon. Now he's going to try to run with it to the left. He's brought down at the 26-yard line. A big loss on the play. And another high snap, 2 on punts. Now 1 here on the field goal attempt.
Yeah, and Leon's lucky that he got that ball. That could have gone past him, and Valley could have picked it up and ran it back 70 yards. And so he really made a good effort there getting that, and he paid the price with getting tackled by several Valley guys. But here we go, another weird situation in a rivalry game.
So we've seen an interception, a deflected punt.
A fumble on the 5.
A fumble on the 5, a fumble on a punt return, and now a high snap that led Diego Leon, the kicker. I don't know how many carries he has in his football career. I'm going to guess not a whole lot of them. Yep. If you're a kicker, you don't want any of those.
Yep.
unless it's a setup play, unless it's something fun like polecat or something LeVar Woods is setting up with the Hawkeyes. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. They're going to go to Price on the jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Spins through one tackle and knocked out of bounds at the 34. Pick up a 6 on the play with a minute left here in the first quarter.
You can see the Dowling guys going for the ball. The defensive backs are trying to strip it on every tackle, and that must have been an emphasis that they worked on this week in practice. And we've already seen a couple turnovers here, so probably see a few more.
2nd down and 4. They mark it at the 34-yard line. Had Reardon lined up for a moment in the backfield. Now he comes back to the left tight end position. Defensive line jump for a moment. They're going to hand it off to Hutch. Trying to get the edge. He's got speed. Got the first down. Breaks the tackle to 40. Still on his feet. 45. Just shy of the 50-yard line. A pickup of 14, and there's the speed of Dion Hutch.
Man, he's quick. Kind of reminds me of a little Freddie Russell that I played with at Iowa. Just a little burst of speed, hard to bring down, runs powerfully in spite of his size, and it's a challenge for the defenders to get.
First down for Valley. Said he stepped out at the 46. 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Valley looking to build on a 7-0 lead over Dowling Catholic. Trent Conn and John Michelson aboard with you here. Radio call on 96.9 The Bull. Look across the middle. That one's complete. That time it's Greven Good, and he's got the first down. Mason Morrow, boy, just delivering balls right in the perfect spot, seemingly every time.
That was. There were some defenders there, but he found the perfect spot. The receiver settled in, and perfect pass and catch.
Mark it at the 42-yard line of Dowling. Playing the final minute of the first quarter. Long huddle here for the Tigers as the play call comes in from head coach Gary Swenson and the offensive staff for the Tigers. We'll shift Reardon forward again as he started in the backfield. They're going to pitch it out to the running back, Hutch. Hutch has got the edge. 30, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line as they had the angle on him, but another big run for Dion Hutch.
Yeah, good blocking there on the edge. Good hard run. And
this one's coming back, though, it looks like, because there's a flag back at the 37-yard line, right where he was bursting through.
Maybe too good a blocking on the edge.
And I saw that spot where the block was, and I took my eyes off it for a moment. And it will be against the offense, so they'll move things back, and that big run for Hutch will be negated. Move it back to the 47-yard line. Spot foul, 10-yard penalty from the 37, and it'll be first down and 15.
Wow, big change of events there.
Back to the huddle, clock out with 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
47.
Valley offense has been very good to this point. From the shotgun, Mason Morrow. And they're going to hand it to Hutch, this time in the middle, and just gets a couple out of the play. And that's how we'll end the first quarter. 7-0 Valley with the lead over Dowling Catholic. Back with the second quarter of action in a moment on CISN TV and video streaming at CISN TV and 96.9 The Bull.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Rush.
Stadium, Trent Condon and John Michelson with you here. 7-0 Valley with the lead, and one of the weirdest first quarters of action maybe in this rivalry. All kinds of mistakes, all kinds of crazy bounces. Been a wild one, John.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these teams are accustomed to not playing a little bit cleaner football, and I'm sure that's exactly what the coaches are telling them right now. Two legendary coaches. I had the good fortune of playing for Gary Swenson, just a class act and a legend. He's won state titles at 2 schools at 2 different classes, and he's a great guy, and it was a great fortune that I had to play for him.
7-0 our score, as it'll be Valley back with the football after had a big play on first down, brought back with a penalty out on the edge, a holding penalty, brought it back. Picked up 2 on the 1st and 15 play, so it'll be 2nd down and 13. We got a little longer media timeout here with the TV crew also aboard. Got our video crew, radio crew. If you can't find this game tonight, you're just not trying hard enough. And not only that, we got a great crowd on hand on top of it.
Yeah, they pack them in. Like I said, I've been to a lot of Valley Dowling games as a spectator and a player, and it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of kids and parents here, and this means a lot to these folks.
We got a red hat official down there. My friends for a number of years was the official at Kinnick Stadium, the red hat that everyone hated and booed and yelled at for him to get off the field. As the TV
that's the
commercials
TV.
were going,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
Gave that one up so he could go back to tailgating. Probably the right call. It'll be 2nd and 13 as we come back to live action here. Valley with the football at the Dowling Catholic 45. Morrow with 3 receivers to his left, and he wants to throw. Pressure comes, able to elude it. Now in the open field to the 35, and knocked out of bounds right there, right near the first down. Going to be a couple of yards shy of it, but the seas parted after he got past that initial surge.
Man, he was stuck there for about a 5-yard loss on a sack, and I don't know how he got out of there, but he did. What an athletic move, and great scrambling ability. And like you said, once he got through there, it was wide open.
Saw 3 Maroons coming his way, and he wasn't going to put his head down on that one.
Yeah, got out of bounds. Good idea.
3rd and 3 from the 35. Could be 4-down territory here for the Tigers as they'll work out of the gun tight, and a jump on the near side of the field. It'll be an offsides penalty and encroachment against Patton, and that'll be a 1st down. Went with the hard count there. That's just good, smart football from the Tigers. Get the man to jump, get that free 1st down out of it. Different at the high school level. Once you pass the line of scrimmage, it's an automatic defensive penalty.
He tried to get back and tried to act like he wasn't across, but the refs were right on top of it.
So 1st down Tigers from the 30-yard line of Dowling. 11:51 to play in the 2nd quarter. From Valley Stadium, from the 30. We'll go back to that tight formation look for Morrow. It's a man in motion. They're going to look across the middle with the pass. Grevengood with the grab. Breaks the tackle all the way down to the 6-yard line. Cade Grevengood, and another bullet in traffic from the quarterback, Mason Morrow.
What a great job, Grevengood, bringing that ball in. Dowling was right there. I mean, had a hand in his hands, and how Grevengood held on to that ball and then kept running was pretty amazing.
1st and goal to the 6-yard line. A bullet. There were 2 defenders just sandwiched around him. Morrow put it in the only spot Grevengood would come up with it, and he did. 1st and goal from the 6 as Morrow out of the shotgun. Some shifting up front, and it's going to be another defensive penalty, another encroachment against the Maroons.
Well, you know, these guys are fired up. We've talked about it. It's a rivalry game, so we've seen some guys jump. We've seen some reverses run. All those things are to try to take advantage of the nerves and the intensity which these guys are playing with, and they gotta try to keep it in check.
Remains 1st and goal now from the 3-yard line for Valley. We'll see, going to go back to the shotgun. Rankin's in the backfield. They'll pitch it out his way to the right. Cuts back. Touchdown Tigers. Danny Rankins Jr. with the 3-yard scamper, and it's a 2-score lead for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think he could have used his speed to get to the outside without getting touched there, but instead he put his head down and ran right up the middle. That was an impressive run.
13-0 now. Tigers with the lead with the PAT pending. As they have jumped out early here. You see it again on CISN TV. And just showing some power getting through into the end zone. Dawson Stein on for the PAT. Snap back, hold, kick on its way, good. 14-0 Tigers. Back with more here in a moment on CISN TV at 96.9 The Bull.
The rookie, Central.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Glad to have you aboard with us here tonight on 96.9 The Bull. But streaming at CISN TV, you can catch the whole video call also over there. Just search on YouTube. 3 great games going on here tonight on CISN TV. Of course, right here with Valley and Dowling. Also have Southeast Polk up in Ankeny to take on the Centennial Jaguars. And Waukee Northwest, they host Ankeny. You can catch all those games. Just search on YouTube, CISN TV, and all the streams will pop up right there. Here it's 14-0 Valley after the 3-yard touchdown run from Rankins. And after the touchback, it'll be 1st and 10 Maroons from their 20-yard line. Smolik back, and he's going to hand it off, looking for some running room, but not much there. Middle of the Tiger defense is stout. And once again, Drew Henderson in the middle of the action.
Yeah, they're playing inspired football right now. It's fun to watch the intensity and the level of their pads that they're playing with, and they're making plays.
It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Maroons. 10:40 left in the quarter. Clock in. 3 receivers left. Got a tight end on the right side of the formation. That's Drew Wingett. Smolik from the gun, hands it off again, cutting back. Got a hole out to the 28-yard line. Good hard running there. That is Adam Townsend. Normally a defensive starter coming in and helping out a little bit with the offense now.
Yeah, I think Dowling wants to try to shake things up here, try to get something going. They've been close, but haven't been able to punch it in yet.
Townsend with that carry, just his 8th of the season. 3rd down and a yard from the 29. And they'll go back to Townsend again. He breaks free. He's got the 1st down. Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. Stumbles forward out to the 44-yard line. Needed a yard. He got 15.
Yeah, great balance there towards the end of the run. You saw him basically on one leg, just continuing to pile up the yards, and got an extra 4 or 5 yards there after he was effectively tackled.
Fresh set of downs from the 44-yard line for Dowling Catholic. Down 2 scores. Need to get the offense revved up here as we play in the 2nd quarter. Look over at the sidelines. 3 receivers lined up left for Smolik, and they'll hand it to Townsend again, trying to get the edge. Now cuts back midfield and brought down into Tiger territory to the 48-yard line, and looks like they found a little something here with Townsend running the football.
Yeah, nice block out there in space by George Nahas, the 6'3", 245-pound junior. Went out and created some space for Townsend to run.
2nd down and 2 from the 48 as Dowling back into Valley territory again. It's been the ground here, and Townsend going to get a breather. Back into the game, C.J. Phillip, the sophomore running back. Smolik out of the gun. He'll hand it to Phillip. Phillip looks the middle, penetrates forward, and has the first down. Pyle still moving all the way to the 42. Pick up a 6.
Yeah, it looks like Dowling's decided we're gonna run the ball on this drive and see if he can stop us.
A couple of substitutions, Valley checking out, including Big Ramez Naba, the sophomore defensive tackle. Going to get a breather. Spread things out here. 3 receivers left, 1 right. For Jackson Smolik. He's got Phillip with him in the backfield. And they're going to look across the middle, complete out past the 30-yard line. Good pitch and catch as he was able to find Drew Winjet, his tight end, the 6'4", 215-pounder with a nice grab.
Yeah, good coverage there by Valley, and again, that ball was in about the only spot it could have got caught.
Dowling, a couple of nice tight ends with Thompson and Winjet. And Winjet gets the reception on that one. Inside 8 minutes to play. First down at the 29-yard line. And here's a jet sweep look, getting out to the edge. Spinning forward is Phillip. Out past the 25 to the 24-yard line. Now, this has been a long conversation. I'm going to guess offensive line coach Andy Pollock had a talk with his big guys up front and say, hey, this is going to be our drive to get something going.
Yeah, the big guys love this, grinding it out, grinding it for a few yards on the ground. This is what gets them excited.
Second down and 4 from the 23. Valley brings extra guy into the box. They're going to throw complete to the 17. Make that 16-yard line, falling forward, and that's going to be a first down for the Maroons. Sustained drive here out of Dowling Catholic, looking for that big response down 14.
Yeah, absolutely. They've looked in control here on this drive. Haven't made a lot of mistakes, and we'll see if they can punch it in.
We approach the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Valley 14, Dowling Catholic nothing. Handoff for Dowling to the right side. Phillip bursting through. He gets out to the 22-yard line. No, the 12-yard line. Bad math out of me. Pick up a 4.
Yeah, Dowling's asserting their will here at the point of attack. You can see the linemen getting some movement, and the running backs are able to run right behind them and pick up a few yards.
Clock continues to run. Smolik looks left, got a man, complete to the 5, to the 4, and brought down there. Just swung it out wide to Cooper Nicholson again, and finding a slot receiver a couple of different times when they bring that extra guy in the box. They'll just throw a little pitch and catch.
Yeah, Cooper made a nice little step back move there and was able to pick up a few yards after catch, and nifty little move, and here we go, first down.
6:12 left, some confusion for Valley, and they're going to use a timeout. They brought Nabaz back into the game there, tried to get their big man for a little extra bulk, but a timeout, and Ramez Naba came in. 2 defenders, though, came out for the Tigers, and frustrations on both sides because Dowling wanted to snap that football.
Yeah, Dowling was ready to snap it, and I think Valley had too many guys on the field, and Dowling wasn't able to get lined up and snap it quick enough. That would have been a penalty on Valley.
So with 6:11 left in the second quarter, it'll be first and goal from the 4-yard line when we resume play for Dowling Catholic. A long sustained drive here started back at their own 20-yard line. A lot of the run game has started with Adam Townsend. We've seen some C.J. Phillip here, a couple of receptions out of Nicholson. A little bit of everything here. Long sustained drive, and after that wild first quarter where there was some miscues and mistakes, that feels like maybe both teams starting to finally settle in.
Yeah, settle in. The nerves are worn off, and this looks a lot more like what we're used to out of Dowling and Valley.
First and goal from the 4 as the offense comes back out on the field along with the defense. And back ready for play again. Smolik working out of the gun. He's got the H-back with him, and then right behind him out of the pistol is C.J. Phillip. They're going to play action. Pressure comes in. He is sacked. Brought down from behind. The pressure once again from the Tigers. That came from the backside of things, and Max Barr out of his cornerback spot with the sack.
Yeah, I'm not sure what what he was doing there, it looks like it was going to be a kind of a fake and then a pass, or maybe just he could feel the pressure and faked it and was going to try to run it. But, but poor execution or poor play call, either one, I don't know. But they got pushed back.
Loss of 7 on the sack from Barr. 2nd and goal from the 11. Smolik looks left. Takes a shot. It's got to be it out there. Incomplete. Just wide of his receiver. Was trying to find Nicholson out there, but the throw wide.
Yeah, and I think Nicholson had a step or two there and was open, and just the throw was too far to the left, and that's one that Jackson will go to bed tonight thinking about. He'll want that play. He'll want that throw back.
Jackson Smolik, his first game back in about a month and a half, coming off that injury. Maybe a little rust there on that throw. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 11 for the Maroons. Smolik looks to his right. Takes a shot into the end zone. Oof. Incomplete. Just over the hands of his intended receiver out there. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the Maroons.
Yeah, well, I think last time I said let's take the points for Dowling, and then there was the high snap and the fumble. So here we'll see if they can execute better. Clearly Dowling's got to be disappointed. They had the ball on the 4-yard line with a first down and aren't going to come away here with a touchdown.
Diego Leon will come on for another field goal attempt. Wasn't able to get the last one off, as John mentioned, with the high snap that bounded off the hands of the holder and into his hands. This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt. Hold down, kick on its way, plenty of leg, and it is good. Dowling gets on the scoreboard. The Valley defense holds them to 3. 14-3 our score, 5:18 to play in the second quarter. Back with more here in a moment.
If you're into sports cards,
businesses succeed, the Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Shop WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 375 pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models. Inventory changes daily. WaukeeChevy.com.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Game of the week on 96.9 The Bull.
Trent Condon alongside John Michelson. Glad to have you aboard with us here tonight. 14-3 our score. Valley with the lead over Dowling Catholic. Maroons get on the scoreboard for the first time on the 28-yard field goal from Diego Leon. And they're going to go in a short kickoff to the 25-yard line. Bursting free. That's Grevin Good out past the 40-yard line. A flag comes in late. We'll check on that one. I saw right away a Valley player put his hands on his helmet, maybe against the Tigers, and would negate that great field position.
Yeah, I don't know if Dowling was trying to catch him asleep at the wheel there with that kick and trying to make something happen. I guess probably disappointed after that last offensive play and wanted to get some momentum here before halftime. And Valley fielded it cleanly, but looks like they might have made it.
And it is a personal foul on the return team as Elijah Rivas got caught with the push, so that'll move it back 15 yards, and instead of starting at the 41, moves it all the way back to the 26-yard line. Back make it the 25.
Valley's looked pretty dominant here in the last couple offensive drives, so I assume they're just going to try to eat some clock and run this thing down the field and get as much as they can before half, and they'll get the ball back after half. So
from the 25-yard line, here comes the offense out onto the field. Mason Morrow, who has been sharp tonight for the Tigers. Senior playing at a high level. He's got 3 wide receivers lined up to his right. Running back with him in the backfield. Pressure comes across the middle. Ball in the air, incomplete. Defense got there right at the exact same time as the ball did. Good coverage out of Matthew Hanton.
Yeah, what perfect timing. If he's there a step earlier, that's pass interference. If he's there a step later, that's a completion and a long gain. And perfect timing on that play.
Looking out on the field and don't see Blake Anderson. He has had an injury earlier this season, normally the free safety. And I think that's the reason that Hanton's out there, but he came up with the big play. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Tigers ball, and they're going to go to the running game, looking to the left side. There's Hutch out to the 30-yard line as he picks up 5. Well, you played defensive line, John, and you mentioned one of your former teammates at Iowa, Fred Russell. Those short running backs, just when you got a big offensive line with Valley, just how tough it is even for those linebackers to find him.
Yeah, they can kind of tuck in there and if they're patient and they wait for holes to develop, they're quick enough that they can get through those a lot quicker than the big D linemen can get there. So they're tricky to get.
3rd down and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, tight formation for Valley. Play action, rolling out his Morrow. Plenty of time. He's going to take a shot. One-on-one coverage looking for Price. Ball is incomplete.
Well, he had all kinds of time to make that play. Looks like there's going to be a flag down here at the 40, but he had all kinds of time. I'm not sure that was the throw that he should have made. Let's see what this call is.
Looking back there, normally where you see a defensive holding there, kind of in the middle of the field, back where the defensive backs play. It was 3rd down and 4 as the play started. And it's an ineligible man downfield, so they will decline that penalty, an offensive penalty. And the punting team's going to have to come out for the first time tonight for the Valley Tigers.
You know, when a quarterback has that much time, you do see that where guys are blocking and they kind of have a clock going off in their head and they think that the ball's got to be gone, and, it wasn't yet.
4th and 4 as they will punt it away. Dawson Stein averaging just shy of 37 yards per punt this season.
I think Dowling had 12 on the field.
There's a punt and the whistle comes out. And if that's against the Maroons, that'll be another 1st down on a penalty.
Well, number 8 looked like there was some confusion. He was trying to sprint off the field and then he stopped. So I think
they're counting things up. Dowling Catholic, we can hear part of the coaching staff up here saying they only had 11 out there. And there comes another flag as one of the coaches is on the field for the Maroons. Well, Dowling is maintaining that they only had 11 out there on the field. The officials disagree. They walk off the 5-yard penalty, and now the officials are going to get together and have a talk here.
Yeah, I think Coach Wilson was trying to give him a math lesson there on 11 verse 12, and maybe got a little too animated, maybe came a little bit too out on the field. So we'll see what happens here.
All of this. Well, it's a rivalry game, certainly emotions at a high level. So it was 11 men on the field. It was correct. They're just going to replay the down. So a miscount from the officiating crew.
Well, and like I said, the Dowling guy was trying to run off like he was the 12th, but he was the 11th. So
maybe setting up some kind of return there when you do something like that.
Yeah.
Trying to almost sneak off there. We've seen punt return touchdowns out of that.
For sure.
So it goes back to what we started with here, 4th down and 4. There's no flag that would come out there also, and now we got another flag, a whistle.
It's like someone might have jumped.
As we grind to a halt here late in the second quarter. A lot of whistles. Nothing comes of that one, though. We'll try it again. 4:17 left, second quarter. Valley 14, Dowling Catholic 3. As they'll snap it back to Dawson Stein. Stein puts his right foot to it, a spiraling punt. Back to the 30-yard line, grab there for the Maroons by Blake Anderson, but not much good special teams coverage as Anderson back out there, gets a return about 5, and that's where the Maroons will get the football back. Well, great drive last time Dowling Catholic had the football as they marched right down the field, but then slowed down after the sack on 1st down, trying to put it together there, but got to feel like they got a little bit of a rhythm going now.
Yeah, really missed opportunity. I think they had first and goal on the 4-yard line and weren't able to get a touchdown, but they did move it convincingly, and we'll see if they're able to do that again here.
From the 35-yard line, the offense out with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Zone read, Cataldo in at quarterback, and he falls forward for a pickup of 3.
It's fun to watch the Dowling offensive linemen get to that second level. If you watch that play, they pulled to the left there, and Cataldo came back to the right, and it's not often you see big guys move like that, and it's fun to watch.
Jackson Smolik now back in at quarterback. Cataldo a sophomore, Smolik a junior. Cataldo, that dual threat. Smolik back off the injury. The junior got a powerful cannon for a right arm. 3.5 to play, 14-3, Valley with the lead. Dowling with the football, moving left to right across your radio dial and the video stream on CISN TV. Smolik to throw. Got a man. That's Brown back behind the defense to the 50, knocked out of bounds. Valley territory to the 48.
That was a good design play. Number 80, you could see, went deep, drew some defenders with him, and there was a little gap there, and Dowling was able to fill that in and get a nice first down.
Yeah, sat there and just kind of snuck behind as both those defenders got caught up in the weeds. It's 1st and 10 to the 48-yard line with 3:17 to play. There's a handoff in the middle of the field and a pickup of a couple there. Right up the gut. As back into the game now, Cameron Middleton, the senior running back. Seen 3 different running backs to this point for the Maroons. Moving a little quicker here as we go inside of 3 minutes left in the second quarter, 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line. They'll hand it off to Middleton again. He is hit right at the line, able to fight forward for 1.5 yards out of the play. But the defense there, Henderson amongst them on the tackle.
The first drive when Dowling ended on an interception, they played with a little tempo there. Got up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Looks like they're doing that again here. They went away from that a little bit, but they're right back up, ready to go again.
It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 43. Need to get to the 38-yard line for the first down. As we go at 2:15, clock continues to run. Smolik wants to throw. Looks to his left and threw it low. There was some pressure there in his face, but almost looked like he was trying to hold on to that ball as it came out.
Yeah, I don't know if someone got their hand on it or hand on him or it hit someone's helmet, but yeah, that ball came out odd there.
Here comes the punt team for Dowling Catholic as they'll look to punt it away once again, trying to pin Valley deep here, as it'll be John Cole back again. We've seen 3 high snaps, though, out of Dowling Catholic. 1 a field goal attempt, 2 on punts, including 1 that led to a punt. Looked like it was deflected. Just a 7-yarder. A little bit high and wide here, but Cole able to get a hand on it. Spiraling punt down to the 10-yard line. And hit right there, the return man for Valley.
Yeah, Chase Hutchinson, he was in no man's land there. His feet were right on the 10-yard line. That's kind of where they tell you to either do a fair catch or not, and he was right on the 10-yard line. So tough play for him.
And that's where Valley will start with the football. 1:59 left. Dowling Catholic has 1 timeout remaining. Valley with 2. Coach Swenson, an 11-point lead, just 1 timeout on the opposing sideline. I'd be shocked if they put it in the air here on first down.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball after halftime. He's got 2 full minutes here. We'll see what they can do.
Well, late getting out there as they come onto the field. 7 on the play clock as they get set. 1st and 10 for Morrow. And he's going to hand it to Rankin's right side, but he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, 1 yard shy of it, a loss on the play. 1:50. Clock going to continue to run here. So 30 seconds on the play clock right now, 1:43 on the game clock, so they can snap it here with about 1:15.
Yeah, Valley doesn't look like they're in a huge hurry. That's not out of character for Coach Swenson to not be super aggressive. So I think they're going to try not to turn it over, not do anything dumb here, and take a nice lead to halftime.
Break the huddle with 11 on the play clock. Go back to the same type of look. Two receivers on each side of the formation as they run in the middle, breaking through a tackle, cutting back at the 14-yard line. And a pickup of 5 for Danny Rankins Jr. Clock's going to continue to run here. So Dowling Catholic now, of course, if they get a stop on third down, I'm sure they'll use that timeout.
That'll make it 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
They'll be able to snap it with about 27 seconds on the game clock here in the second quarter. Again, 14-3 lead for Valley over Dowling Catholic, final minute of the first half. Trent Conn and John Michelson with you this evening in rivalry night, week 8 of the Iowa high school football season.
It's been a wild one, 5A. It's don't know what's going to happen any given Friday.
Play clock comes down, and Valley can use one of their timeouts. We'll take it with them back in a minute with more high school football on CISN TV and a video stream with you on CISN TV and 96.9 The Bull.
Mail-in Marketing is the teammate your small business needs. Locally owned and located in Urbandale, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing can help your small business create the high-quality print materials your business needs to succeed. Whether it's business cards, flyers, business forms, letterhead, calendars, or a mail piece to attract new customers, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing is ready to go to work for you today. Save by working with the local small business that will go the extra mile to get you what you need. Global Direct Mail-in Marketing. Call Craig at 515-282-3000 and get your next project started today.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 6 for Valley. They have the football at their own 14. They'll hand the football off left side and gobbled up right away. And a quick timeout right afterwards. So with 20 seconds left, it'll be 4th down and 6 for Valley. They're going to have to punt it away. Now a decision for Coach Swenson and his special teams unit. Do you try to set up a return, or are you going to try to bring pressure here against Stein?
That's a great question. As you noted earlier, that's why he's a Hall of Fame type coach and you and I aren't.
Well, the return game has been certainly good in the past for Dowling Catholic. And another big thing you mentioned earlier, John, about those 7 consecutive state championships. You talk about quarterback play, going back to a guy like Ryan Boyle, some of the great linemen that they've had, just great players all over the field. But it seemed like there was always, during those playoff runs, there was always a special teams player too that proved to be a difference in one of those games, and something that is always important at a program like Dowling Catholic, and really anywhere. You're going to compete at the highest levels of football. You got to have good special teams.
Yeah, if they can get a nice return here and get out of bounds, stop the clock, they can maybe throw a pass or two and set themselves up for a field goal. So let's see what they get.
Back deep to receive for Dowling, it will be Cooper Nicholson, as Dawson Stein will have his feet right at the goal line. He'll snap it from the 14. 10 defenders up on the line for Dowling. He's showing like they're going to bring pressure. Stein gets it away, a line drive end-over-end kick, hits at the 45, takes a great Valley bounce. All the way inside the 35-yard line.
There's a flag on the 30.
They're waiting for the ball there. We'll check on that flag there, an interesting one. Stein able to bust that one out.
Dowling came after it, but that ball landed and bounced and really didn't allow the Dowling guy to return it at all. Good kick.
Kind of a weird spot for a flag there, especially with all that pressure that Dowling was showing. Flags picked up. We continue to wait for the officials to let us know exactly what that flag was.
I thought he was coming down to look for Coach Swenson, but
was a hold against Dowling. And after that punt, 7 seconds left. Gonna guess you're gonna decline that one.
Yeah.
And they will. So Dowling will get a shot here. Just 7 seconds left on the clock. Down 14-3. You got Carson Brown. He's a big receiver, 6'2", 175 pounds. Smolik back out there. You take a shot here, just take a knee to it.
Yeah, I think they probably would have taken a shot if they were on the other 20 rather than this 20. So I think, well, they're lining up like they're going to go for it, but low percentage play here.
7 seconds showing on the clock. 2 receivers left for the Maroons. Could be the final snap. Low snap, and they're going to hand it off up the middle to Phillip. Phillip out to the 25-yard line, gets 3. And that's how we'll end the first half. Valley 14, Dowling 3. In this great rivalry game here tonight on 96.9 The Bull and CISN TV. Trent Condon, John Michelson. Well, a goofy one. There were some interesting moments of this one, John, but a fun first half of action and one where I think both teams certainly feel like they left something on the field on both sides.
For sure. They both got to play 4 quarters, and that's what they're going to hear here at halftime, and I expect both of them to come out and play cleaner in the second half.
We're going to take our halftime break. When we come back, it's the halftime show here presented by the Urology Center of Iowa. We'll take a look back at the first half scoring, get you some scores from across the area, break things down, look to the second half, and also our man Cody Goodwin from the Des Moines Register going to stop by, talk a little high school football with him. And it's Cody, so of course maybe a wrestling topic or two will be on. That's all coming your way next. Here is the Urology Center of Iowa halftime show on 96.9 The Bull and CISN TV.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
At IowaURO.com.
Central Iowa Game of the Week halftime. Here's Trent Condon.
Welcome back to halftime here at Valley Stadium. Trent Condon and Cody Goodwin from the Des Moines Register stopping in. Cody, what's happening, man?
Dude, just enjoying. I'm never going to miss Valley Dowling, right? This is the game of the year here in Central Iowa, except for maybe a state championship game between two Central Iowa teams. So entertaining first half, right?
It was. We saw a little goofiness, which I think you and I both like. When we get something you don't normally see, from balls popping up in the air, a field goal attempt that we saw Diego Leon try to run with it as it came back there. Some wildness, but 14-3 Valley and the Tigers. Boy, from where they were the first couple of weeks to where this team is now, they maybe have made the most development of anybody in 5A.
I would think so, yeah. And this offense has been good for a while. And I think back to the Week 2 game where they played Southeast Polk. I'm not sure how closely you paid attention to that game, but, they moved the ball very well. They just turned the ball over a lot. I think they ended up with 4 turnovers that night. Polk ended up pulling away for a 40-21 win. But when you turn the ball over that many times against a team as good as Southeast Polk, right, you kind of rob yourself of a true opportunity. Then we see them play Ankeny, kind of another chance to see, hey, how good are they really? They didn't turn the ball over. They went shot for shot with that explosive Hawk team, and we saw as a result 38-35. They got a win there. This offense, they look great tonight. 140 yards on 17 plays, man. They are moving the ball. It's very crisp. I love the way they play. You
mentioned that Ankeny game a couple weeks ago, and for me at that point, that was the eye-opener because I saw them Week 1. I was here for the Waukee Northwest game. Saw them move the ball, but against a new team, it was hard to really say too much. The Southeast Polk game, I was up in Ankeny that night for the Ankeny Centennial and that big upset. So just saw the highlights of it and saw some of the video package that came away. But it's always hard to get a full read on things. To put 38 points up against that Ankeny defense that, for my money at that time, was the best defense in 5A, at least in Central Iowa. That was the eye-opener. It's continued here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and against that Waukee Northwest team, I believe they had to rally to win that one 42-41. So, that was a little bit of a shootout. This Valley offense is putting up, I want to say, just north of 35 points a game, which is the third best scoring offense in 5A. That's pretty good when you think of Southeast Polk with Jackson Daly, Xavier Nwankpa, Cole Falloon. You think of Ankeny with J.J. Cole, Brady McCullough, and all those superstars up there. And even Waukee Northwest in recent weeks has found kind of a rhythm a little bit offensively. For Valley to be able to do what they've been doing, I mean, we've seen it here tonight. They're moving the ball very well. Dowling's defense still really tough. We've seen that. Jalen Pettis is pretty mean up front, but the Tigers still, they're just kind of doing what they do. They got the weapons. It's more than just Eli Raridan and Danny Rankins, right? They got a lot of pieces there on that offense.
Dowling Catholic, just 3 points in the first half, but they moved the football themselves. I know you got the numbers there. You do a good job of that. So, they moved up down the field, but had a couple opportunities, had the field goal attempt that I mentioned earlier, got a field goal, but they had the ball on that one, first and goal from the 4-yard line here. Feels like the Maroons left some points on the board.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they had the interception on that first one. They lined up for that field goal attempt. The bad snap lands right in the kicker's hands. What are you going to do about that? But, they did have that nice drive where they were able to get down to the 4. They did a little bit of mix of run and pass. Jackson Smolik finally looked a little comfortable there. I know it's his first game back, but, he looked like he was controlling the offense a little bit. They get down to the 4, and then, man, you can't take that sack right there, right? I know Barr from Valley kind of broke through, and it looked like Smolik froze for just a moment, just enough for Barr to get through and take him down, so they end up settling for a field goal. But you're right, they seem to have found a little bit of a rhythm offensively. Smolik is looking more and more comfortable each time out. And I'll tell you what, I need to see a little bit more C.J. Phillip. 9 carries, 58 yards in that first half. Would like to see him maybe get the ball a little bit more. There's really good pieces on that Dowling team. It's just, you're right, you nailed it. They left a few points out there, and if they're able to convert that field goal, I know 14-6 doesn't sound a ton better, but that's only a one-possession game at halftime against a high-powered Valley offense.
So as we look around here, the 5A landscape, in the RPI system right now, Valley's number 1. They have beat everybody that they've seen this year except for Southeast Polk. It feels as open, though, not just – we've had open years where there's a couple of teams you feel like you could win it. I don't know as much as you do about the eastern side of the state, but is there realistically 7, 8, 9 teams that can win at the highest level this year?
I would think so, yeah, which is really fun, right? For a lot of years, I mean, we're looking at one of these teams now. I mean, think about these two teams. Since 2000, they've combined to win 15 of the 21 state championships, right? Like, it's usually these guys and then everybody else. This year, I mean, you can kind of go in circles wherever you want to start, right? I mean, Ankeny Centennial is playing Southeast Polk tonight. Centennial beat Ankeny, who beat Polk, who beat Valley, who beat Urbandale, who beat Johnston, who beat Cedar Falls. Like, you can go in circles like that. The only team that is unscathed so far, Cedar Cedar Rapids Kennedy out on the east side. But there's a lot of good teams out there as well. Pleasant Valley handed Iowa City High their first loss last week, and it was pretty dominant, 38-14. City High obviously beat Dowling, who beat Waukee Northwest, who beat a Johnston team who beat Cedar Falls earlier in the year, right? Like, there's just a lot of parity here, which is a lot of fun, I think, for 5A football fans around the state, and especially here in Central Iowa. For a lot of years, it's, Dowling's been kind of inevitable. This year, Valley, Polk, Ankeny, even Dowling a little bit. There's some high-powered offenses here. There's some really good teams with a lot of talent, but until they, kind of roll out that 5A playoff bracket, I'm not exactly sure who's even going to get there, right?
Yeah.
And even then, it's just going to kind of come down to who makes those plays on any given night.
Another thing that's interesting this year with the change in the structure is this is the final night for 8-player all the way up to 2A. And they'll be starting next week with their 32-team bracket. The teams that don't make the playoffs can schedule a game. And I think that's a really fun idea. You got two teams that are maybe 0-8 that are, within a decent drive of each other. And, hey, let's see if we can get somebody a victory. That kind of idea for those smaller classes. I went to a school way back in the day.
Osage, right?
Yeah. Speaking of wrestling right there. And the year after I graduated, a bunch of my friends still on the team, they went 8-1. But there were two other teams that were also 8-1. They didn't get in the playoffs.
Odd man out, yeah.
And that's not going to happen anymore with the structure in those smaller classes. Ultimately, that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I like that. I know that a lot of coaches at those smaller schools have been pushing to expand the playoffs. They want, I think, realistically, a lot of them want every team to get into the playoffs, but I think we all know that that's maybe a little bit unrealistic. But, hey, there's a little bit of a compromise there, 32 teams from 2A on down, which I think that feels right for those guys. One less regular season week, but an extra week of the postseason. There might be a handful of lopsided scores next week, but there also might be some really, really good football games to see who kind of gets to that round of 16. So that's a lot of fun. 2A on down, district play is crucially important. I know there's really no districts here in 5A, but same thing at 4A and 3A as well. I know this week and next week, a lot of big district games to decide, those automatic berths as well as RPI positioning, who's going to get those at-large bids, right? And so it'll be kind of fun to see, a mix of playoffs plus playoff-like games next week in some of these larger classes. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of things to juggle and keep track of, but a lot of fun nonetheless.
Well, Cody, it's always fun seeing you at all these games, and we're a lot of times at the same spots, but we're busy. You're doing your thing, I'm doing mine, so glad you could join us. But I'd be remiss if before we got out of here didn't ask you a little wrestling. So we know, though, you'll be excited to be at the Unidome for the semifinals of the championship. Your heart always lies on the wrestling mat. Some big news, about a month ago with the Iowa women's wrestling program that'll be started at the D1 level, but at the high school level. Take us through here a little bit what you anticipate we're going to see. Southeast Polk, of course, always a power, but at the 3A level for wrestling, who are some of the top teams you're anticipating from around the area?
Yeah, Class 3A, I think in that large class, you're looking again at kind of the traditional power, Southeast Polk, as well as Waverly Shell Rock. I think those are, right now, kind of the two best teams in 3A, at least on paper. I think once we start hitting the mats and wrestling a little bit, we might learn a little bit more. And, below them, there's a mix of teams that are going to be in, kind of a fight for those next two trophies at the state tournament, like Waukee Northwest, like Iowa City West. Bettendorf's going to have some really good wrestlers again this year. Don't count out Ankeny either. They got a lot of firepower and a lot of depth there over the years that they've built up. I think those are probably the teams to watch. I'm really excited for this Southeast Polk team this year. I'm also really excited to watch Waverly Shell Rock again. That's a team that, they've brought it the last few years, especially at the state championships every year. They've just been bonus point machines. But tell you what, Southeast Polk, handful of freshmen this year who I think are going to make a pretty big impact for the Rams. Not just all season, obviously, but especially at the state tournament. They've got some high-powered lightweights coming in addition to guys like, Carson and Carter Martinson, the Jessa Rogas, Joel and Nate, right? So there's Andrew Reed's another one. I know he's a star linebacker for the Rams right now this fall, but another really talented heavier weight there. And so plus they've got a bunch of other guys in and out of the lineup, that are going to score some points for them. But, Waverly Shell Rock, they're kind of high-powered. They're kind of top-heavy, right? They've got guys like Ryder Block and Aiden Riggins and Jake Walker, McCray Haggerty, a lot of guys that have, gone deep in the state tournament, even won state championships last year. So that's going to be a fun little two-team race. At least right now, we'll see if, maybe an Iowa City West or a Waukee Northwest can break in and make it a 3 or 4 team race. But that's kind of how I'm viewing Class 3A right now. And I tell you what, man, you asked me about it. I'm getting all jacked up about it now, man. It's going to be a fun winter season for sure.
Well, the black and gold of Waverly Shell Rock and Southeast Polk, and a lot of those guys committed to wrestle in the black and gold.
They did. I tell you what.
That recruiting weekend, we talked about it for the football team a lot. That was a big recruiting weekend for both the basketball team and the wrestling team. And Brands out there on the field Saturday. Boy, that was awesome.
Oh, wasn't it? Like he knocked it out of the park. Like that entire recruiting weekend. Obviously, it made a big impact on a lot of the in-state kids because they picked up, I think, I'm just kind of counted in my head here. They picked up, I think, 8 or 9 commitments from that weekend alone. All of them in-state kids. A lot of them that we know pretty well, like an Aiden Riggins, Nate Jesseroga, Des Moines Lincoln's Mickey Griffith, who's a 2-time state finalist. He's headed to Iowa City. The Martinson brothers, Mason City's Jace Rhodes, West Lyons, Easton Fleshman, he's come on recently over the last few months. And then today, Waverly Shell Rock's Ryder Block, another one picked up, and they're not done yet. You guys need to keep an eye at DesMoinesRegister.com. There's another one coming tomorrow morning.
All right.
Man, Hawkeyes are just cleaning up. It's a really talented in-state class. These next couple of classes, lots of talented rustlers coming up, and Tom Brands recognized that and said, "Hey, let's close the borders. Let's keep these guys home, and let's keep a good thing going here." Obviously, the defending NCAA champs. Everybody's coming back from last year's team, and now he's very clearly making a concerted effort to build the next wave of title teams, or at least teams that he hopes can win more national titles with homegrown talent, which I think is really, really cool.
Cody Goodwin from the Des Moines Register, and tomorrow morning he's got something that's going to be breaking, if you will.
There's another one.
There's another one coming. Of course, you can see a full recap of that one tonight, DesMoinesRegister.com of our game, Valley Dowling, or open up your newspaper tomorrow morning. You're going to hit deadline, right?
I hope so. We'll see how weird this second half gets, right?
We got maybe more goofiness in front of us. 14-3 is our halftime score. Thanks for joining us here on the Urology Center of Iowa halftime show. Cody Goodwin, Trent Condon, we'll take a timeout. Come back with more here in a moment. Guys, are you looking for an excuse to watch football all weekend long? Then schedule your vasectomy with the Urology Center of Iowa. The Urology Center of Iowa offers nitrous during your vasectomy, cutting-edge technology to help you relax during your procedure. Make the call to 515-400-3550. That's 400-3550, or online at iowauro.com. Vasectomies with the Urology Center of Iowa. And tell them you heard it on KXNO.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. And at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicles instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado, $1,500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Condon.
Welcome back once again, Valley Stadium, as we are at halftime. Dowling Catholic coming out onto the field for their second half warm-ups. John Michelson here with me. And John, down 14-3. Let's start with the Maroons as they come out and go through their warm-ups. What do you think the conversation was there with Tom Wilson and the crew in the locker room?
You know, they had a lot of missed opportunities. The first drive of the game, they were marching down the field through a pick. They had 2 different drives that they had first down, first and goal, and didn't get it in the end zone. So what they need to do is sustain some drives and don't phase out in the red zone, but they got to take it in the end zone.
On the other side, the Valley Tigers with the 14-3 lead. They were able to do it with a couple of touchdowns. The first, a pass from Mason Morrow to Aiden Price, making it 7-0. Then a 3-yard touchdown run from Danny Rankins before the field goal from Dowling Catholic. Doing a lot of good things up there, but also got to feel like they probably, it might sound silly, you just say, well, they've only given up 3 points, but maybe a couple of things to clean up there on the defensive side as Dowling has been able to move the football.
Yeah, if Valley's going to win this game, they've got to play kind of Kirk Ferentz type football here in the second half, which isn't always the most exciting, but it's effective. And what that means is no turnovers, solid defense, win the field position, win the time of possession, and more often than not, that gives you the W. So if Valley does that, I think they win.
We talked about Jackson Smolik makes his return after the collarbone injury back in game 1 against Southeast Polk, and tell you, there's been throws that you can see, certainly the talent that is still there, but little rustiness, couple of moments where balls come out a little bit different than you'd anticipate there. How much is that just getting back on the field for the first time in 6 weeks, and how much of that is actually physically trying to come back after a collarbone injury, you think?
It's a combination of everything. A 17-year-old kid out there playing his heart out. He's nervous. He's rusty. He's trying to lead his team, and it's a tough spot. And you can tell that the talent's there, and he's just been off on a few plays, mentally and physically. And I don't doubt that he'll clean that up here in the second half.
Here at the half, couple minutes to go before the second half kickoff. We'll take our final break of the halftime show. Come back here in just a moment. 14-3, once again, your halftime score. West Des Moines Valley with the lead over Dowling Catholic. We'll come back in a moment with more as we count down to kickoff of the second half on CISN TV and the radio call on 96.9 The Bull.
Know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicle's instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado 1500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Once again, getting close to the second half kickoff. 14-3 Valley with the halftime lead over the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Couple of scores to pass along to you here this evening. 2 games you can also catch here on CISN TV. Ankeny, a dominating performance against Waukee Northwest. Hawks lead that one 41-0. Impressive performance from Ankeny. And Ankeny Centennial hosting Southeast Polk. The Rams with the lead. Southeast Polk 13-0 over the Jaguars. Again, you can catch both those games right here on CISN TV. But I would tell people, don't go anywhere. John, I think we got the game here tonight, and this one might be a 2-score lead for the Tigers. Not over yet by any means.
Yeah, that can change super quickly, and we've already seen some crazy things happen, and I expect more to happen in the second half. The fans are fired up, too. The student sections are They're doing some kind of crazy wave. They're excited for the second half.
Yes, they are. The Valley students clad in the neon. It's a whiteout over on the Dowling Catholic side. Dowling Catholic in their traveling white uniforms here tonight. Valley will get the football to start the second half as they deferred the opening coin toss. As back deep to receive. And you got Aiden Price, who caught the first touchdown of the night. Back there with Danny Rankins Jr. And it'll be Leon to kick things off from the 40-yard line. Breeze, we talked about in the pregame, is really dissipated to very, very little out there. As Diego tees it up for the Maroons. And the Tigers will get it to start things off. 14-3 as we start the second half. Turnovers, wild plays in the first half. Buckle in. It's a rivalry Friday night, and here we go. Start of the second half. High, short kickoff here. Grevengood again gets it at the 18-yard line. Tries to bounce it outside. He's got a big hole. 35, 40, 45, and he goes through the kicker, Leon, as he's hit out of bounds. Another big return. This time, no flags. Great field position for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's the second time Dowling's done that to the same spot, so I don't know if they saw something on film from a previous week and they thought there was a softness there, but they're gonna pay for it here because Valley's got the ball on the 45.
Just be able to set the edge out there, and a good return as he stepped out at the 45-yard line.
And I think that's one of their starting receivers. I mean, he's an athletic kid.
As Mason Morrow comes out with the offense, Reardon slides over to the right side of the formation, the tight end. And they're going to hand it off. Hutch hit in the backfield, though. Pettis there with the tackle for loss. Talked about him a lot in the pregame, and he is just a monster up front for the Maroons.
Yeah, he is. I'd be surprised. You just mentioned Reardon. I'd be surprised to not see Valley try to get the ball in his hand. He had, I think, 2 touches in the first half, and one of them was a 30, 40-yard run that he unfortunately fumbled at the end. But, he's a hard guy to cover. Creates a lot of mismatch challenges, and I'd be surprised if Valley doesn't throw to him here on this first drive.
2nd and 11 after the loss. Morrow looking to his left, throws it out high, picked off, intercepted, going back the other way. Chance at a return to the 20, 15, 10, touchdown Maroons. Pick 6 going the other way. Oh, what a jump there by Joe Reed.
Well, we said things could change in a hurry, so there you go. We got a ball game here, folks.
Joe Reed read that one beautifully, jumped the route, and then was off to the races. Made a couple of guys miss at the end. Morrow was shoved to his back as Pettis got the key block also on that one, no surprise.
Yeah.
Pettis doing it all, had the tackle for loss and then a block on the return. 14-9, and here comes the PAT for Leon. Has not missed a kick this year. High snap again, able to get that one down. The kick is good. 14-10. 11:06 to go, third quarter. We got a ball game. Buckle in. We're back with more here in a moment.
Know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Rush.
Graphite Construction Group, the Urology Center of Iowa, and by the Norwalk Shop.
Trent Condon, John Michelson back with you. A pick 6 from the Dowling Catholic Maroons has completely changed the complexion of this one. Valley's lead trimmed to 4 now, 14-10. just underway in the second half, 11:06 to go. Leon will tee it up again, and this time a line drive kick. It's at the 12-yard line, rolls back to the 6. Had a chance at a return for the Tigers, but crunched down just past the 20-yard line. And Dowling, they have come out of the locker room on fire.
You can see just the body language from all the players on the sideline, players on the field. They're playing with a lot more hunger. They're excited right now, and we'll see how Valley can respond. I think Valley's got 8 out of 11 seniors on the offense, the starting offense, and those guys are really going to have to get everyone settled down and sustain a drive here.
Interception return on the pass from Mason Morrow, and a long talk there in the huddle as the offense comes out with 17 on the play clock. They got to go the far side of the field. Those offensive linemen got to hustle to get out there and get set. Down to 8 on the play clock. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Mason Morrow, and here comes a flag.
Looks like Dowling might have crossed the line there.
Oh, you don't want that, as it looked like Valley was maybe a little bit out of sorts. It is encroachment. You saw that one, John. They talked about kind of getting that momentum back here, and just those little things that kind of piled up for the Maroons in the first half.
Yep, got to play with discipline, and neither team has done that perfectly yet here. And
so it makes it 1st down and 5. They move it up to the 28-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Reardon comes forward. Be lined up on the right side of the formation. They'll go to Rankins, trying to get the edge. Rankins out to the 30-yard line, a pickup of a couple. A swarming Dowling Catholic defense continues as they've been all over the field here in the first half. Limping over to the sideline, Joe Reed, who just had that pick 6.
Yeah, they had several hats on the ball there, and they're flying around. They're having fun out there, and that's how you got to play defense.
2nd and 4, picked up a yard on the carry, did Rankins, from the 29-yard line. Twin receivers left, 1 right. Reardon also on the left side of the formation at tight end. Rankins gets the carry, right side, bounces it out, got the 1st down, up the sideline, 40 to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 15 on the play. Hard run there, and the right side of the offensive line sealed the edge.
Yeah, and Dowling only had, I think, 5 guys in the box there. They had everyone else back in coverage, which, only 4 or 5 yards to a 1st down. A little surprised to see that defensive front, and Valley was able to execute and make them pay for it.
Marked him out at the 42, pick up a 13. Good run from Rankins. And 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Tigers, leading by 4. Put a man in motion, cross. Now they're going to hand it off up the middle, and fighting forward out for a pickup of 3 as they got Danny Rankins Jr. again. Gave a little bit different look there, different kind of motion with Aiden Price coming across, and they've run a lot of different things out of that. Talked about Price, he's also the backup quarterback. He's thrown the ball out of that look a couple of times, so just a different look and probably giving that Dowling defense something else to think about.
For sure.
2nd down and 7 from the 45. Clock running here in the 3rd quarter, 9.5 to play. Break the huddle with 12 seconds as the offensive line hustles forward. From the shotgun, 2 receivers left. They're going to pitch it out to Rankins. A nice catch in space. Breaks the tackle. He's got a 1st down out past the 45-yard line into Maroon territory. How about the catch there from Danny Rankins Jr.? It was a pitch play out to him. The pitch was behind him. He just one-handed it and gets the 1st down.
Yeah, Adam Townsend, I think, was looking for a hold there. And I think he probably had a good argument for the fact that he was getting held, but they didn't see it, and that's football, and 1st down.
Into Dowling Catholic territory to the 44. Valley on the move. Inside of 9 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers left, and Reardon switches over to the right side of the formation. We'll hand the football off. This time it's Hutch. Hutch out for a pickup of 3. And that 2-headed monster attack of the running back position for the Tigers been good in the first half and tried to get them rolling here in the second as well.
Yeah, it looks like Valley settled down after that pick 6 in the first drive, and they're pretty methodical here, moving the ball down the field, and let's see if they can close out this drive.
2nd down and 7 to the 41-yard line. 3 receivers left for Mason Morrow and the offense. Morrow from the shotgun, swings it out on the little screen pass out to the running back and upended after a short gain to the 39-yard line. Hutch tried to jump over the defender there and just got a caught piece of him, or like he would have had the first down.
Yeah, that defender made a good play. He's out in space. It's got a blocker on him. Got an athletic back coming at you and was able to at least pick up enough of his leg to bring him down. Good play.
3rd and 5. Back to possibility, maybe 4-down territory. You wonder about that for the Tigers. Late getting the play in. They break the huddle again, down under 10 seconds that time. They got to hurry. 3rd and 5 for Morrow. He's going to roll out off the play action, looking up the field. Had Price a moment. Going to try for him. It is complete. The catch got it out to Aiden Price, and what a throw there. Morrow showed some velocity.
Wow. Again, great coverage there by Dowling, and I don't know what else you can do. He was right there, and perfect throw, perfect catch.
Our highlights all season long on CISN TV, brought to you by Fairway. And what a throw there. Mentioned Price, he broke open right away. Well, you're rolling a lot of times about having your feet set. He wasn't ready to get rid of the ball quite yet, waited for him to clear a second time, and then delivered that strike. 1st and 10 to the 32-yard line for Valley. Back across the other way is Reed Schilp, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. 6:47 to play here in the 3rd quarter of action. Valley 14, Dowling Catholic 10. Back in a moment with more high school football.
Build your business at know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Stay in the game.
First down carry for the Valley Tigers, up 14-10, 6:35 clock in 3rd quarter, and a pickup of 4 on the play. They go out to the right edge, and the running game getting going here. And the start of the 2nd half, Rankins will check out after that run. Dion Hutch back in.
Fresh legs, they're responding to the adversity from the last drive, and we'll see if they can finish here.
Spread things out, 3 receivers left. Reardon alone on the right side. They got help over top of him. Looking to the left side, pressure comes. Morrow gets across the middle, threw it behind his receiver on that running throw, incomplete, trying to find Grevengood out there. Tough throw for that right-handed quarterback when you're rolling out to your left.
It was. I think Grevengood was right past the first yard marker, and but you're right. Morrow also had some company behind him. I think Pettis was chasing him from the backside and wanted to get rid of that ball quickly.
3rd and 6 from the 28-yard line. From here, it'd be a 45-yard field goal attempt. That'd be a long this season for Dawson Stein. Again, late getting out of the huddle. 6 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry again. Put a man in motion. All kinds of movement out there. Got a big hole. 1st down and more. Upended to the 15. Ball comes out.
Ball came out.
Dowling says that they have it. No, they're going to say he was down. I see the near side official came out right away and pointed in a play that was all convoluted. Late getting out of the huddle. and they get the big play.
You know, I don't know if that wasn't intentional. I mean, look, Valley looked all out of sorts there, but they kind of rushed up, and it was confusing to watch, but it almost looks like they were intentional in that, and he had a big hole.
A method to their madness.
Yeah.
As Dion Hutch gets the first down to the 16-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. As Morrow puts Price in motion, they're going to go with the play action. Wide open backside, Reardon, touchdown Tigers. Oh, what a beautiful play call there. Little eye candy, moving the eyes around. Price came in motion and Reardon snuck out for the score.
Yeah, I think I said last drive that we were going to see him get the ball soon. You know, high school defensive backs can't guard him because they're not big enough, and linebackers can't hang with him because they're not fast enough, and so it's just a mismatch nightmare, and you saw it right there.
A 12-yard touchdown pass as Reardon gets on the board for the first time. Dawson Stein on for the point after attempt. Hold down, kick on its way, and it's blocked. Dead ball after a block at the high school level. It remains 20-10. Valley with the lead over Dowling. 5:25 left to go in the third. We'll come back with more here in a moment on CISN and 96.9 The Bull.
Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicle's instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado 1500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Kickoff this time short of the goal line, and a chance to return for Dowling Catholic. Phillip brings it out, breaking tackles, and gets forward to the 25-yard line. 20-yard return for the Maroons. 1st and 10 from the 25. Touchdown to Reardon, but there's once again Pettis making the play as we see the replay here on CISN. Just charged up the middle and blocked that PAT.
Kind of reminded me of Adrian Claiborne versus you and I a few years ago, and I think Adrian blocked 2 in a row just like that, and yeah, Pettis spiked that ball down like a volleyball player.
Dead ball, no chance to return at the collegiate level. You can return that for 2 points. Not the case here. I think back in 2002, Iowa did that against Penn State, if I'm not mistaken, as they jumped out to a big lead and held on in overtime. Dowling Catholic goes to the ground game right away, and a pickup of a couple up the middle. Back in the game, it is Middleton.
You mentioned the 2002 team. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my teammate from that team, Eric Shenander. I'll pause here for a moment for this play.
2nd down and 8 from the 27-yard line for Dowling Catholic. Our score 20-10, Valley with the lead. Trent Kahn and John Michelson with you. Set up a quarterback draw up the middle. Big hole, 1st down out near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Eric and actually his brother Brett were both on the team, and Eric's the defensive coordinator for Nebraska right now. And Eric and Brett's dad was killed yesterday in a single vehicle accident in their hometown of Allison, Iowa. And so I want to send our thoughts and prayers to the whole Shenander family and know that we're praying for you guys.
Absolutely, and another guy that's done great things in his post-collegiate career. Going to run the football. Dowling to the left side. Phillip, nothing happening there. Covered up right away. On the tackle for the Tigers, Michael Dacey over there. Dacey part of that rotation up front along the defensive line. It'll be 2nd and 10 as we roll inside of 4 minutes left here in the third. Play action pass. Smolik throws into traffic. Brown high for the ball, but it came out. Wow. Carson Brown, he climbed the ladder for that one, just couldn't haul it in.
He went up high. He had two guys right on him. It was double coverage. That's the first play action we've seen Dowling do in a while, and so I like the fact that they're mixing it up there. I think they need to do that because they've kind of stagnated out a little bit on offense. But, yeah, tough play, good defensive back play by both Valley defenders.
It'll be now 3rd and 10 after the incompletion from their 39-yard line. Valley showed some pressure off the edge. Now more steps back. Pressure comes. Smolik able to elude it. Tosses it out. Incomplete. Had the receiver there, Phillip, and it just slipped through his fingers.
Yeah, another missed opportunity for Dowling. We've seen that in a couple different ways. That would have been a first down, and instead they're going to punt it, and Valley's going to have pretty good field position.
Grevin Good in for the return. He is joined out there by Chase Hutchinson, who slides back from his defensive back position. On to punt this one away, John Cole. 6'2", another high snap. Able to catch it and punt it away. From the 33, a little bit of a bobble out there from Hutchinson, but able to haul it in and get a couple on the return. Those scary moments. Valley's already had one fumbled punt, but able to secure it, get the offense back out onto the field.
Yeah, at this point the clock's their friend, and so they can go on long drives and eat clock and win the game.
20-10 our score, 3:33 left in the third quarter. They'll start with the ball at the 29. Well, we've seen a couple of times Valley's been late coming out of the huddle. Not the case here, though, as the play clock just started up at 25. 1st and 10, Tigers leading by 10. Tighter formation, both the receivers in wide. Now going to shift both Price and Reardon to the left side of the formation. Fake the pitch, set up the run for Morrow up the middle. He's got a nice hole and a pickup of 7 on that one. They've used that pitch play a number of times tonight. This time they faked the pitch and then just set up a quarterback power.
Yeah, that was a well-designed play. I think everyone, including us up here, thought they were going to come to this side of the field. Instead, they went backwards and picked up 7 yards on a first down.
Danny Rankins Jr. limps over to the sideline. Hopefully that's just a cramp over there as he goes down. It looks like it is, so they're trying to stretch him out. Dion Hutch will come back in for the Tigers at the running back position. Full house backfield now. Reardon shifts forward to more of an H-back look. And they'll hand it off for Hutch. He squeaks forward, got the first down, crunched down at the 43. Late flag came in right at the point of attack.
Got to be a face mask, isn't it?
Yeah, usually when you see that, that's the case. Now Hutch is coming over to the sideline. He was pulled down hard. So Rankins has got a cramp. Hutch came over after he was hit hard. Coach Swenson saying, hey, we need you.
Yeah, Coach Thornton, he's talking to him. Another great Valley coach that was around since my days, and just a great man. His son played here a few years ago, and been a great coach and great for the program.
Legal contact to the head was the call there, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll move it forward into Dowling territory. They'll walk it all the way up to the 42-yard line of the Maroons. 2:46 left in the third. Rankins is still on the sideline. Like one of the trainers also asking for a little bit of help. Need some extra hands trying to stretch him out. Tigers at the 42 break the huddle with a 10-point lead. Shield lined out to the right. It's Grevin Good to the left. They'll shift Hutch over to the left hip of the quarterback. They're going to go to Price on the reverse. Price cuts back out past the 40-yard line to the 39, a pickup of 3 on the play. And just continue to give some different looks here, changing levels, changing eyes, and with it always picking up a few.
Yeah, it's they're executing on what they're doing. It's they've got Dowling on their heels, and they're in control right now.
Credit to that offensive line. Lucas, Ayers, Benz, George, Westermeyer. starting 5 for West Des Moines Valley. Second down and a 7. Price comes in motion again. They're going to hand it to the middle, though. Big hole for a first down out to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 9 for Dion Hutch.
You can see just the body language that has changed. Beginning of the half, Dowling was fired up. Their fans were fired up. The sideline was fired up. And now you've got guys with hands on hips, and they need to get a spark here to turn things around.
Just that little hesitation from Hutch, enough to let the initial surge go by, and he gets the first down to the 30-yard line. Valley on the move. 85 seconds left in the third quarter, and they lead it by 10. Hutch on the left hip of the quarterback, Mason Morrow. They'll hand it to him to the right. Tried to cut back, and not much breathing room out there as he is brought down by Joe Reed. Reed had the pick 6 at the beginning of the half that made it 14-10. But Valley responded with the touchdown drive ending and a pass from Morrow to Eli Reardon. The PAT was blocked, and that's where we are right now. 20-10. Valley leading West Des Moines Dowling Catholic in the Battle of West Des Moines.
He stayed in bounce there, and as you can see, they're not in a huge hurry to get up and run the next play.
Also at the high school level, just 12-minute quarters, something also to keep an eye on as they're going to roll things out. Morrow looking up the field, doesn't have much. Going to take a shot into the end zone, incomplete. A lot of contact down there trying to find Reardon in on the coverage. It was Kellen Shimon, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
I think they were trying to do a jump ball there to Eli, and just too crowded, too many bodies down there. Weren't able to connect.
Shimon, good coverage up the field. Giving up a couple of inches to Eli Reardon. Most everybody does. He's a big target. And what an athlete. I joked with his dad the first time I saw Eli on the hardwood in basketball, and I saw him dunking with ease. I said, he's built a little bit differently than the rest of you Reardons.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9. Setting up a screen in the middle. Got some room out there. Past the 20. That'll be a first down for the Tigers. What a setup there. Sold it beautifully. The offensive line doing work again for the Tigers.
Yeah, what a great design play that was. Got your blockers downfield in front of you. Defense wasn't expecting it, and first down Valley.
We'll see if the Tigers going to use another snap here in the third quarter, if they're just going to let this one run out. They're going to call it a quarter. We'll go to the fourth when we come back. West Des Moines Valley 20, Dowling Catholic 10. The fourth quarter coming your way next when we come back. You're listening and watching high school football on CISN TV at 96.9 The Bull.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
With you, West Des Moines Valley and Dowling Catholic. Start of the fourth quarter, it's a 20-10 lead. We got a possible upset. Cedar Rapids Kennedy, the last remaining undefeated team in Class 5A, they trail the Johnston Dragons 7-0. Johnston on the outside looking in right now in the playoff picture. Boy, what a victory that would be. And John, you know, the change of structure from, well, us old guys, what it was and what they have now with the RPI system. Ultimately, you want to get the best teams in the playoffs here, but well, it's been fun. You think of some of the blowouts we've had recently towards the end of the season, back when it was just Class 4A, now at 5A. We get Valley Dowling in Week 8. You know, we get some of these matchups across the state here. I think this has been an improvement at the high school level for the regular season.
Yeah, and it's been fun to see Eastern Iowa sort of reassert themselves. They've been missing from I would say the top programs the last few years, but you've got Iowa City High and Cedar Rapids, and it's been great to see them in the mix.
As we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 Valley. They're at the Maroon 18-yard line. Tigers lead it by 10, 20-10. Our score. Morrow brings two receivers over, now puts Price in motion. They're going to hand it off the middle. Hutch skips, pitter-patters, fights, and he gets 3 on the play. He is just so tough to bring down. 5'7", and I don't even know if he's that, but he can play some football.
Yeah. Fourth quarter, a lot of these games come down to strength and conditioning, and I'll credit Gary Swinson. He brought that from Spencer when I was at Valley. And ironically, the strength and conditioning coach for Dowling was the guy that lined up next to me at Valley, a guy named Adam Jack. So he learned from Gary Swinson, and here we go. They're playing against each other.
11:25 left in the fourth. Raritan in motion to the left side. Comes back the other way. They fake it to him. Now taking a shot up the field, looking for Price in the end zone. Incomplete. Coverage there beautifully for Dowling Catholic, knocking that one away.
Jake Anderson knocked that down. That was a great play. He got in there, turned his head back towards the ball, got a hand up, and knocked it down.
Used that motion they used on their first play from scrimmage where they pitched it to Raritan, faked it there, then tried to take a shot into the end zone, but as John said, great coverage by Anderson, junior defensive back. Now 3rd and 7. We'll see from the 15-yard line what Morrow and company have for the Tigers. They're going to throw it out to Raritan, get him in space. Not going to have enough for the first down as he's pushed out at the 11-yard line. Clock stops as he's hit out of bounds with 11:10 remaining.
So you got about 1 yard to go, maybe, or 2.
Looks like 2, maybe a long 2.
Yeah.
They're going to call it 3. So, well, what do you do? A field goal makes it a 13-point game. You knock it through. Plus a tough angle from that right hash. First time, the offense is still out there on the field. Valley's already used a timeout here in the second half as the play clock goes inside of 10. And it looks like they're going to use another here. Timeout. Valley 20-10 with 11:07 clock. A couple of ticks went off there. As a timeout's going to be used.
It's the home field advantage, right?
Right. Steal a couple of seconds so nobody's looking. That's what you're trying to do. 20-10, 4th and 3. Valley's come up in these moments, though, with some pretty, not traditional plays, too. They've done a different thing. We talked about kind of moving the eyes of the linebackers and the defensive backs here. Mason Morrow's been outstanding tonight outside of the pick 6. He's thrown the ball well. You got some weapons. Gary Swinson, what do you think he's going to draw up here if they do go for
his
it?
personnel, it doesn't look like he's got the field goal team out there. It looks like it's still the offense in the huddle at least. If they're able to convert and put one in the end zone, that's makes it pretty hard for Dowling to come back. And if they just get the field goal, of course, Dowling just has 2 touchdowns and they're ahead. So that might be what he's thinking.
And it looks like Dawson Stein, the field goal kicker, is going to come out onto the field. Yeah, they had everybody there. They had everybody part of the offensive huddle also out there. Instead, going to go for the 3. The holder is Nelson Kavanaugh. As they'll spot this one down.
Let's see if Pettis can come through the middle again.
He's got a block PAT already. 28-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. This one on its way and knuckles its way. No good. So he misses it wide, and the Dowling defense gets the stop.
Pettis about got a hand on that one. He pushed the guy that he was up against way back, and I'm glad I'm not the guy that's having to block him tonight. I know that.
He has been all over the place. The great defensive lineman, Jalen Pettis, a senior, 6'3", 215 pounds. Gary Swenson said back in the pregame show they haven't been able to block him for a couple of years. Hope that changes tonight. He's been difficult again, though. 11:03 left in the fourth quarter. Dowling gets the football back, down by 10. Lock and load here on a great Friday night for football. Hand the ball off right side, trying to bounce out is Phillip, and he's finally crunched down. Good gang tackle there. Jay Moore amongst others on the tackle for West Des Moines Valley.
Yeah, Valley's had their opportunities to close Dowling out here, and they haven't. So the longer Dowling hangs around, the more strange things can happen that we've seen happen all night.
Picked up 3 on the run, 2nd and 7 from the 23. And a zone read, quarterback keeps it. He is hit hard. Swarming defense again, and Drew Henderson, the lone returning starter from last year, leads the team in tackles. That dude is just everywhere.
Plays with a lot of heart, knows gets to the football quickly. He's got great instincts, and it's fun to watch him play.
Cataldo again came in for that one. They went back to the zone read, and you got to figure there's got to be some kind of pass play there, maybe trying to set up. Now they'll go 5 wide for Smolik. Back in, 3 right, 2 left. From the shotgun, Smolik looks to his right. He's got a man out complete. Near the first down, spins forward and gets the first down as he finds Nicholson. And that is his security blanket on 3rd down.
Yeah, these last few drives, Dowling hasn't been able to do a whole lot in the run game. They're going to have to do plays just like that to get back in here.
First down to the 33-yard line. And now picking up the pace here. They need 2 scores. Down by 10 as the clock rolls at 9:40. Back to the 5 receiver look for Smolik. Looking out to the left now, across the middle. He's got man Nicholson again. Breaks free into the clear. Nicholson, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Maroons.
Yeah, well, don't see any flags. And like I just said, that's something they're going to have to do to get back in it. And they're right back in it.
The defense was a little late getting over on the far side of the field. That left the slot open. Moore just gave away that inside fake and off with the speed. Touchdown, 67-yard touchdown score, and Dowling again right back into it. Leon will come on to attempt the PAT, and an important one as it's 2016. Snap back, hold down, kick with plenty of leg is good. 2017 our score. We'll come back with more here in a moment. 9:25 to play. Valley by 3 over Dowling.
Mail-in Marketing is the teammate your small business needs. Locally owned and located in Urbandale, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing can help your small business create the high-quality print materials your business needs to succeed. Whether it's business cards, flyers, business forms, letterhead, calendars, or a mail piece to attract new customers, Global Direct Mail-in Marketing is ready to go to work for you today. Save by working with the local small business that will go the extra mile to get you what you need. Global Direct Mail-in Marketing. Call Craig at 515-282-3000 and get your next project started today.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Trent Cotton, John Michelson back with you. High atop Valley Stadium. 9:25 to play. Valley 20. Dowling Catholic 17 after the 67-yard touchdown. There's a slow roller up at the 25. Just covered up there on the kickoff. And that's where Valley will start with the football. Hunter Estman just covered that one up, says let's not make a mistake here, get the offense back out on the field.
Yeah, not bad field position, not a bad decision at all. Certainly better than making a mistake there.
25-yard line, a 3-point lead, 9:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Valley jumped out to a 14-0 lead. It was 14-3 at the half. Dowling had a pick six to begin the half, made it 14-10. Tigers responded. The PAT was blocked before a moment ago. The 67-yard touchdown pass from Smolik to Nicholson made it 20-17. That's where we are right now. Hand off Deion Hutch. Hutch threw the first tackle before he is brought down and hit hard. Hutch has taken some licks out there. The little guy running hard. And another tackle for the Maroons. That time he is dropped by Joe Hughes.
Yeah, he'll be sore tomorrow for sure. He'll need to stretch and hit that ice bath.
As the clock ticks inside of 9 minutes left. Pick up a 2 on the play for Hutch. 2 receivers to the right. Mason Morrow out of the shotgun. He's going to throw. He's got Reardon across the middle, threw it high, incomplete. Reardon, he was hit hard by Kellen Shimon.
Yeah, lucky that wasn't picked. That ball was thrown high. Reardon's a tall guy, but that was even higher than that, and he tipped it. And the free safety was coming up from the backside and just missed that interception there. So Valley got lucky on that one.
Shimon played really well back there on the backside of the defense for the Maroons. Another physical play. Reardon will feel that one in the ribs. Now 3rd down and 8. With 8:45 left, Valley with the football and clinging to a 3-point lead from their 27-yard line. Setting up the screen again to the middle, and Hutch. And the defense able to hold him to a gain of just a couple. It'll be 4th down, and read that one really well after giving up a first down earlier on that same play.
Yeah, right. Going the other direction, they ran that same play, and they got Dowling, but Dowling read it there perfectly, and their guys dropped back and were ready for it, and Valley's going to have to kick.
It'll be Dawson Stein. Anderson deep to receive for Dowling Catholic, along with Cooper Nicholson. Snap back to Stein. Right booted punt, a beautiful spiral that drives Anderson back. Hits over his head at the 25, gets it out of bounds at the 20. Stops, spins back to the 24. But again, good field position. Punt flip there from Dawson Stein as he's able to punt one away 50 yards.
Yeah, great kick, long kick. Went over Anderson's head. He took a little bit of a risk of going to field it with his back to the defense. Got it cleanly, but wasn't able to gain much yardage once he got it.
7:54 left to go in this one in regulation. 2017 is the score here as the offense for the Maroons come back out once again. Smolik with the back with him in the backfield, goes play action. Wants it all again. Up the field looking for Brown and gets the grab at the 37-yard line. Defense makes a shoestring tackle to stop that one from being 6, but what a throw again from Smolik.
Yeah, I think Chase Hutchinson just saved a touchdown there with a tremendous effort play. He was beat on the ball, no question, but he didn't give up on it and was able to make the tackle there and save a touchdown.
All the way to the Valley 38-yard line, 1st and 10, down by 3. The Maroons on the move. They'll hand it off. Townsend left side, falls forward, maybe for a yard.
Dowling's starting to open it up a little bit here, and they're getting chunks of yardage by doing it, and we'll see if that softens up their run defense where they can run the ball more effectively too.
No gain on the play, they say. Back to the 5 wide receiver look. Smolik's been good out of this formation. 2nd and 10, looks to his right. Short throw, maybe he was deflected, but it'll be a catch to the 34-yard line, much to the chagrin of the Valley fans, as he found Cooper Nicholson for 4.
Yeah, it looked like it was tipped or came out of there. A little odd. I'll have to watch the replay here, but either way, Cooper was able to grab it and pick up a few yards.
Dowling Catholic on the move. 6:35 left. Third down. Smolik to the right. Got a man. That's Brown complete for the first down. Carson Brown comes up with the big third down grab.
Wow. Carson ran a great route there. He cut it off right at the first down marker. Got out in space, turned it around right at the right time, secured the ball. First down.
Fresh set of downs once again for Dowling Catholic as they've moved all the way to the 26-yard line. Two receivers on each side setting up the run. Power for Cataldo. He's got a big hole. He's got a first down. Flag comes in late on the 11-yard scamper from the backup quarterback, sophomore Dante Cataldo.
Dowling ran a back out of the field towards us on this side of the field, and there was a linebacker for Valley that was spying him and went with him, thinking it was a screen pass, and that left Cataldo wide open to run right up the middle and picked up some yards. We'll see if it's negated here with a penalty or not, but looks like it's going the other way.
First down for the Maroons as they mark that one right at the 10-yard line, so it'll be first and goal. And the offense continues to move as they picked up momentum in the second half for Dowling Catholic. 6:15 to go as they hand it off. Townsend, big hole. He's crunched down at the 5-yard line. That Valley defense, they've been on the field a lot here lately.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get their big man back out there in the middle. That is Ramez Naba, 6'2", 300-pound sophomore, trying to plug up the middle. Second and goal from the 5. Dowling Catholic down by 3. They have the football 5 yards away from pay dirt. They're going to keep it with Cataldo up the middle. Touchdown, Maroons! Dante Cataldo, the keeper on the zone read. The seas parted and the sophomore scores and gives the Maroons their first lead of the night.
A great blocking up front. They had some action going towards the outside. Drew the second level defenders there, and Cataldo was able to run into the end zone basically untouched.
It'll be Diego Leon on to attempt the point after touchdown. 23-20 with the PAT pending. Kick knocked through. 24-20. Dowling, their first lead of the night. Back with more here in a moment. Valley with the ball next.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. And at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
John Michelson as we play here in the fourth quarter. Dowling Catholic, their first lead of the night. As Dante Cataldo runs it in from 5 yards away. Dowling 24, West Des Moines Valley 20. This great rivalry has lived up to it once again here in this beautiful October night. Skim the kickoff up forward. Price brings it out to the 24-yard line, and that's where Valley will get the ball back. And now playing from behind for the first time tonight, John, how impactful is that for a young group of guys?
Well, we'll see how they can respond. They've got a missed field goal, missed PAT, and that makes up the 4 points difference here. And they've got some leaders, though, on this team. They've got some seniors playing on the offense, and we'll see how they respond, but definitely a different mentality.
Plenty of time for the Tigers. 5:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Morrow has two receivers lined up left. Now they're going to shift Reardon over that way. Make the pitch and keep it for Morrow. He's got some room out to the right. Breaks another tackle up the field. Shoved out of bounds late. And Pettis is going to pick up a flag there. Just gave Mason Morrow an extra shove in the back as he was going out of bounds. And that's a good break there for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think when you play with that level of intensity, it's hard to know when to turn it on, when to turn it off. And he didn't turn it off there when he should have, and results a penalty for Dowling.
So 15 more yards tacked on after the nice run from the quarterback, Mason Morrow, and that'll move it into Dowling Catholic territory down to the 46-yard line.
That's a big break for Valley.
Already had the nice play design, and now they are all the way to the 46 after just one play. 15 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Go trip receivers left. Reardon shifts over to the right side at tight end. Low snap, able to hand it off though to Hutch on the edge, and he is brought out of bounds at the 42-yard line to pick up a 4. Nice first down play there, keeping yourself in front of the chains. 2nd down and 6 from the 42. Some finals from earlier tonight. Southeast Polk a winner, 16-0 the final over Ankeny Centennial. And the Ankeny Hawks a big victory tonight out at Waukee Northwest as they rolled past there. Urbandale goes to 7-1 with a win 35-0 over Waukee. Here 24-20, Dowling with the lead over West Des Moines Valley. Tigers though with the football back to the ground again, spinning forward and getting the first down to the 35-yard line. Danny Rankins Jr. He had a cramp earlier in the game, had to exit. He's still kind of limping around on it out there, but he got the first down, and Hutch will come back in for him.
Looks like he spatted one of his shoes, so I don't know if he's having an ankle issue or not, but he took a hit there early in that run and had such good balance and composure. He was able to get back on his feet and gain a few more yards.
To the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 inside of 5 minutes left here in regulation. Morrow from the gun sets up a screen out to the left, complete to Reardon. Reardon to the 30, he is cut down. Ball came out, ball loose again as Reardon put it on the turf for the 2nd time, but Valley falls on it. It'll be 2nd down.
Looked like for a moment there he was going to throw it. He kind of hesitated when he got it. And then, yeah, Dowling's just doing a good job stripping it out of there, trying to create turnovers. And Valley's fortunate that they had guys hustling to block there and were able to pick up the ball.
2nd and 6, a pick up a 4 on the screen pass to the outstanding wide receiver, tight end, hybrid. He can block. He also plays a little bit of defense, Eli Reardon. And now we're going to get a timeout.
And he's coming off a little lame as well. Looks like he's kind of favoring one of those legs.
So Valley uses their final timeout of the half, something to keep an eye on with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here from Valley Stadium. Dowling Catholic 24, West Des Moines Valley 20. We'll keep it here. While we do, want to say thank you to all of our great sponsors of high school football on 96.9 The Bull and our video stream on CISN TV, including Interior Advantage from Reardon and Associates. Thank you to Adam Benz of Charterhouse Real Estate. Central Bank, CISN TV with this. Elite Eye Care, University Avenue here in West Des Moines. Global Mail, Direct Marketing, Graphite Construction Group. After the final tonight, we'll hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. Kempker's True Value in Grimes. Renter's Warehouse, Rush Niggata Brick Gentry Law PC, the Norwalk Shop, the Rookie Sports Cards Urology Center of Iowa, and Wolf Roofing. 2nd down and 6 after the timeout for the Tigers as they trail it by 4. They go back to the ground again, trying to get out wide, but brought down in the backfield, a tackle for a loss. That is Mata Brua.
Boy, big play by Dowling there. Valley really needs to put it in the end zone here, and tackle for loss gives them a 3rd and long. Great play.
3rd and 9 after a loss on the play of 3 yards, 4 down territory. Got a feel from the 33-yard line for the Tigers. 3 wide receivers lined out to the left, or Mason Morrow. Steps up in the pocket, looks, Scott Reardon out there, ball deflected into the hands, out of bounds, they say. Looked like Hutch had that for a moment, Reardon had it for a moment. The defender also over there, Shimon had it for a moment, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I think Shimon had that in his hands, and I think Reardon might have knocked it out, but Shimon was in position for the interception, and Valley catches a break there. That could have gone the other way.
3:16 left to go in the 4th quarter. It's 4th down and 9 as the Dowling students are getting into it, hopping up and down. The fans and parents are doing the same thing on the Maroon sideline. 3:16 to go, 4th and 9. Morrow rolls, looks,
lots of time,
steps up, pressure coming, breaks a tackle. It's got the 1st down to the 24-yard line. What a gutsy run there from Mason Morrow.
Wow, he wasn't going to give up on that play, and kept going, and he's got himself a 1st down.
To the 23-yard line. He needed 9. He got 9.5.
What an effort. What heart.
1st down as the clock runs now. 2:50 to go in this one. Valley football, they're down by 4. Morrow, 3 receivers lined up left. Reardon comes out to the right side of the formation. From the shotgun, they're going to hand it off. Hutch upended at the 20, falls forward to the 19. A pickup of 4 for Dion Hutch.
So Valley's out of timeouts. So they can't stop the clock here if they want to.
Clock continues to go with 2:20 left. And that's the part you certainly want to make sure you're efficient here. Without any of those timeouts in the back pocket. Down to 10 on the play clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Play action pass, looking in, incomplete. Try to find Reardon sneaking out there, and the throw was low.
Reed Smith was wide open over the middle, and I'm sure he's hard to see with all those linemen in front of you, but he had him open with a few steps for a touchdown.
Makes it 3rd and 6 now for the Valley Tigers from their 19-yard line. 1:59 to go. Morrow with 2 receivers left, 1 right. They go play action again, rolling out, pressure comes. Morrow steps up, throws, it's got Reardon out there, complete to the 10, to the 5, bust through a touchdown! Tigers, Eli Reardon. Earlier in this one, he was stopped short of the goal line, and the ball came out this time just enough to get in for 6.
Yeah, Morrow made that happen with his legs. He had big-time pressure back there and was able to spin out of there, evade a few defenders, and step up and throw it on the money, and he threw it to a guy that's about impossible to tackle, and he did the rest from there and ran a few guys over and took it in the end zone.
Stein on for an important PAT, gets this one through. Valley 27, Dowling 24. Don't go anywhere. 1:49 to go when we come back on CISN TV and 96.9 The Bull.
DeArmond Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the DeArmond difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
20-yard line by the Maroons, brings it out to the 30 and brought down there. That's where Dowling Catholic will start, 1st and 10. And right away, Drew Henderson trying to get the Valley fans into this one, looking for one final stop.
Yeah, this is what Valley Dowling's supposed to be like. You know, this is coming down to the last drive. Two teams that have left it all out on the field and made some plays, and here we go.
1:42 after the kick return. They mark it at the 31. Jackson Smolik has been good, especially in the second half. The quarterback, he steps up in the pocket. Pressure coming his way, throws it out to the right, and it's complete. Breaking through a tackle out near midfield. Big play there for the Maroons.
Yeah, Dowling's opened up the playbook a little bit here in these last couple drives, and it's showing. You know, they're picking off chunks of yardage. And Jackson's making it happen with his arm. He looks a little more comfortable than he did in the first half, which makes sense.
And back to the shotgun look again. 5 wide receivers for Smolik from midfield. Across the middle. More there in coverage and complete to the 33. Just across the middle again, and he found his favorite target, Nicholson.
Yeah, kind of a wrestling match there. They're in double coverage, and they were all going for the ball, but here they are, almost in scoring position.
From the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 Maroons. Smolik out to the right this time. He finds Brown. He's got the completion and knocked out of bounds at the 25, a pickup of 8. Oh, so you don't want to score too quick.
Yeah, that's
the way
right.
This one's going.
Yeah, and Jackson's got to be careful here. He's excited. He's making plays. He doesn't want to try to force anything. They've got plenty of time, plenty of timeouts.
With 1:08 to go, Smolik steps tall in the pocket again, across the middle, wide open. Touchdown, Dowling Catholic. How about that for a response? 25 yards later, Carson Brown in the end zone for 6.
Well, that's in take long, Trent, and you're right. It's almost like he should have laid down on the 1-yard line or something and eaten up some more clock, because Valley's going to get the ball back here with a full minute.
And another important PAT coming up for Diego Leon. He's been perfect this year, has not missed a field goal, has not missed an extra point. One of the best kickers in 5A. Snap back, hold down, kick on its way. Good. 1:02 left to play here. 31-27 Dowling. Back and forth we go. We're back with more in a moment.
Businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Shop WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 375 pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models. Inventory changes daily. WaukeeChevy.com.
Holt Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
It has been one of those games.
Yeah, what a response. What a quick response. Valley's got a minute here. They got no timeouts. They need a touchdown. Field goal doesn't do it. But they've got the weapons, so let's see what they do.
Back and forth, 62 seconds remaining. We'll see Leone. He's kicked some short ones here tonight. They're going to continue that, or they're going to try to have him pound it a little deeper now. Going to go back to that squib kick as it rolls all the way to the 10-yard line, picked up there by the return team, and spinning out to the 27-yard line. 5 seconds come off the clock, 57 ticks left, and that's where Valley gets the football. No timeouts remaining for the Tigers.
Yeah, Dowling's going to focus on keeping everything in front of them here. Again, field goal doesn't matter. Want to try to keep guys in bounds if you can. So let's see how they line up.
Well, this is everything that we anticipated and more tonight.
Yep.
31-27, Morrow. 2 receivers lined up left, 1 right. Reardon out of that slot position. Gonna cross, spins it out to Hutch. Hutch in space, makes a man miss. 35-40, he's got a first down. Gotta hurry up to the line, 50 seconds left after the first down. They'll stop the clock as they move the chains. Rules similar to the collegiate level, as they'll stop it, get those chains set, and go again. Back to the same look, and out of the shotgun, Morrow across the middle, looking for Reardon. A lot of contact, here comes the flag. Reardon was pulled down there from behind. Not sure if the throw was gonna be there, but contact knocked him off course.
Yeah, I think Townsend was riding him there. There's not much you can do when he gets a step, when Reardon gets a step on you, so Townsend was just trying to stop him from getting the ball.
A couple of penalty markers, pass interference. At the high school level, that is a 15-yard penalty. And that moves it forward now into Dowling Catholic territory to the 42. What a night, huh? You're the good luck charm, I think, John. Get good ones when you're here. 42 seconds left from the 42-yard line. Valley down by 4. They're looking up the field, looking for it all, incomplete. Double coverage out there as they try to find Reed Schilb.
You know, Dowling had some miscommunication there. Jake Anderson ran over there kind of at the last second, and whoever that receiver was for Valley wasn't covered until after the ball was snapped, and then the ball went that way. So Jake was able to get there, and the ball was overthrown a little bit, but that was a scare there for Dowling.
37 seconds left. Dowling 31, Valley 27. Tigers with the ball from the maroon 42. Shotgun. Looking up. One-on-one. Outside. Incomplete again. Looking for Reed Schilb again out there. Had the coverage you wanted, one-on-one.
Yeah, you know, Valley's obviously 2 plays in a row going for broke there. You know, they don't need to go for the broke. They can get a first down, and they've still got time. So I'm a little surprised to see that. Valley's got a player down.
Maybe another cramp down there.
Yep.
Reed Schilb, who had run go routes basically the last 2 times.
Yep.
With 31 seconds left, the clock was already stopped. He is their kind of big play outside receiver. Greben good, really good underneath. Of course, Eli Reardon outstanding at the tight end position. Looking a little bit deeper, who else could possibly come in? It's not a whole lot there. Hutchinson does have a couple of grabs himself. Chase plays a lot defensively. A couple of snaps on the offensive side of the football, too.
Well, the clock was already stopped, so we don't have to have the Iowa-Penn State debate here.
Right, yes. And that's certainly not a guy that Valley doesn't want on the field for this one. On 3rd and 10 from the 42-yard line. 31 seconds left. The training staff still working on that cramp out there for Reed. Second to last week here, the regular season at the 5A level. Also 4A and 3A the same. Smaller classes, their regular season finishes tonight. The 32-team playoff brackets will be revealed tomorrow for 8-player through 2A. Valley, the number 1 team in the RPI rankings. Dowling Catholic at number 13. Both these teams certainly going to be in the playoffs, feels like, with the schedules that they have played and the wins that they have racked up. As Schilb walks over to the sidelines, it's 3rd and 10.
We'll see if they go for the first down or go for broke again.
put a man in motion. That's Price coming over to the near side of the field. Setting up pressure, comes Morrow. He's going to be sacked. Brought down in a huge loss on the play.
They've got to get up and try to make a play. They can't stop the clock.
Carson Hagen there on the tackle. 4th and 20, 10 seconds left.
They got to get lined up here.
Game may end on this play. Down to 5, and they snap it. Gonna have to go to the end zone. Pressure comes. Morrow looking for some help. Pressure's still there. Trying to scoot out. Rolls to his left. Takes a shot up the field.
There's a flag down.
Incomplete. There is a flag here on the near side. Might have been an ineligible receiver down the field. We'll check on that. If it's against the offense, the game will be over. If it's against the defense, we'll get an untimed down. It is an ineligible receiver down the field, and that's how it will end. Dowling Catholic comes roaring back to win this one, 31-27 over the Valley Tigers. Quite the night here tonight. John, what a performance on both sides.
This is how Valley Dowling games are supposed to be, and it's kind of like you hate to see either team lose. They both played their hearts out and gave their all, and good kids, and they've got a lot of season ahead of them. Both teams do, and we'll see probably one or both of them in the Dome, I would imagine.
Well, and you wonder the way that they're kind of matched up here, if maybe we would even see it before that, which very well could be a possibility, but I don't think guys on either side would be too sad to see each other again in the playoffs. You know you're going to get a great game. A lot of respect on both sides, and that's another thing I love about this rivalry, John, is the respect. Yeah, you want to beat the guy, but they're neighbors, they're friends, they grow up together, but ultimately there is respect on both sides.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that both teams had some plays they'd like to get back, and so they'll think about those until the next time they get an opportunity to compete against each other, and so hopefully we'll get to see that again. That'd be fun.
No doubt.
Just like 2019.
Yes, yeah. Saw it then, and thought we were going to see it last year. Of course, that didn't come to a conclusion. Final score, once again, Dowling Catholic wins it 31-27 over Valley. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, put a cap on things, and we will hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game when we come back. Maroons win it 31-27. Back with more in a moment.
Global Direct Mail and Marketing.
Our team at DeArmond Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the DeArmond difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola, DeArmondFord.com.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homemakers.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Back with you one final time, Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. The Battle of West Des Moines goes the way of the Dowling Catholic Maroons. 31-27, the final here. The decider, a 25-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Smollett coming off the broken collarbone. He was outstanding tonight as he found Carson Brown for the score. And then the defense got the stop late to win this one. 31-27, a game that Valley had leads, had opportunities maybe to put this one away, but Dowling Catholic, John, they just kept coming tonight.
They did. Neither team gave up, and you know what? Dowling persevered in the end, but it was a fun game. Thanks for having me.
Oh, glad to have you here. It was great. 58 combined points between these two teams, and a big season still in front of them. You anticipate on both sides as another win piled up for the Maroons, their fourth of the season. They move now to 5-3 on the year with the loss. The Tigers fall to 6-2, and one more week left of the regular season for both sides. Dowling Catholic next week will be on the road at Waukee. Valley also on the road as they'll take on the Rough Riders of Roosevelt next Friday night before the playoffs begin 2 weeks here from this evening in Class 5A. Before we get out of here, John, let's hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. You're a big guy. You like to wear those hard hats back in the day. Who do you got for us this evening?
Well, you know, I'm a little biased. I'm an old D lineman, and it's hard not to pick Jalen Pettis. He was a menace all night. He was in the backfield on lots of plays. Even that last play at the end when Valley was scrambling around there, it was like cat and mouse, chasing Morrow, the quarterback. He blocked a PAT, so he was doing it not only on defense but also on special teams. And you just can't imagine how disruptive that is when you're trying to run a play on offense and you've got a guy that's right in your face. And he was doing that all night, so I don't know where he ended up on the stat line, but I know that he disrupted Valley's offense, and I'm going to give him the player of the game.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. And you just look even at that PAT, just how different that was. Valley, without that, they would need a field goal just to tie this game, but just how much it changed maybe the play calls. They had the ball at the 42, took a couple of shots deep as opposed to maybe looking for another 15, 20 yards in that field goal. Just such a change. Even the missed field goal, he had pressure on that one too. Not just what he did defensively, also special teams, and that's definitely bringing your hard hat. Our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game is Jalen Pettis. John Michelson, this was fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
A good one, and a good to have you up here in the booth in a rivalry that you know very, very well here in West Des Moines. Final score for the final time tonight. The Dowling Catholic Maroons get the victory 31-27 over the Valley Tigers. Thanks to everybody out there for listening in. Thanks to all our great sponsors as well. For John Michelson, I'm Trent Condon signing off. Thanks for listening to high school football here tonight on 96.9 The Bull and the video stream on CISN TV. Good night, everyone. Joined by